Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another WWE Fantasy Log. I am your host, James Phoenix. Joining me, as always, are Jeff and John.
Hello.
So he needs this job. He's got kids. For the first time since I bought him that shirt.
It's true.
I worked the first recording.
He did. He wore it the first time you bought it when we all had the new shirts the first week.
That's why I said for the first time since I bought it for him.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So this is the weekly show where we talk about the goings-on in wrestling for the week, mostly WWE. We do some news, we recap the things, we score the things, all kinds of good stuff like that there.
Mm-hmm.
Coming into the home stretch, people, we got 2 pay-per-views left. We got Battleground in 2 weeks, and then SummerSlam. This is going to be interesting.
Indeed.
So, we got a lot of news to talk about this week. A lot of news to talk about this week. Goddamn.
News. Don't touch that dial.
Nobody has dials anymore, you old motherfucker.
It's a quote.
It's an outdated quote.
Sorry, I'm a Transformers fan.
I don't care.
Hashtag sad face.
Hashtags.
You make outdated quotes, you make Optimus Prime ashamed of you. He died for your sins.
No, not really, but okay.
He died because of marketing.
And that.
He died because they wanted to sell Hot Rod.
Well, it's better than now. I haven't seen it, but I guess apparently he went evil for marketing now.
What it looked like. No, he died because they ran out of animation budget, apparently. If you actually go back and watch the cartoon, after he died, the animation went to shit.
It did.
Well, you know what? That sometimes happened in cartoons back in the day. That's why you had to be smart. Like the Flintstones would use the same animation over and over and over again. That's how you save money.
I didn't say they reuse cells. I said it went to shit. There's a difference.
No, I know. What I'm saying is if they had reused the good cells, it wouldn't have gone to shit, is what I'm saying.
They tried to do that. We got wrong-colored shit. We got fucking purple Starscream, which made no goddamn sense because that's Skywarp.
Okay, then.
Yeah, John knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
We got fucking White Optimus
inaccuracies.
Prime. You're sitting there like, why is Ultra Magnus leading the Autobots?
Yeah, they couldn't keep shit straight. Those old ones. That's why you have like now 40-year-old men arguing which one is Rumble and which one's Frenzy. It's
Right?
like, okay, then sure.
See, I go by the toys.
The G1 toys?
Yeah.
Because they've switched them on the toys. Even Hasbro's like, we don't fucking know, whatever. This is red one, this is blue, fight.
Yeah.
The reason I go by the toys, especially the G1 toys, is because you have to remember the original Transformers cartoon was designed to market toys. So all the characters are based on the toys. So the toys should theoretically be the most accurate parts of that show. So whatever the toys say Rumble and Frenzy are, that's what Rumble and Frenzy are supposed to be.
Yeah, but that doesn't apply to any show that has a toy line. That has never worked.
A show that has a toy line, yes, but you have to remember back when John and I were kids, the toy lines came first, and then the shows were created to sell the toy line, not the other way around. Not like Power Rangers, where they created the show. Well, they actually had the toy line first because Japan.
Yeah, they created the show for the purpose of selling the toy line in America. That was the point. And that goes back to what I was saying is if they could put something in a box and slap a logo on it, they would sell it. During Ninja Storm, fucking Bandai repainted a Ninja toy from like 10 years prior and then sold it like it was the new shit, even though it was nowhere in the show, and kids bought it.
Yeah,
that was just fucking confusing.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, take Forever Red, for instance. They created that fucking stupid bike that wasn't even in the fucking Sentai just so they'd have something to sell in America. That shit didn't happen in Transformers because all the toys were made already. They said, here's all the toys we have for the line, stick it in your show. Not, we're going to make this toy, we want to sell it, put it in the show. No.
Well, yeah, that's because the Transformers was just a toy line made up of like 9 other Japanese toy lines, and then they built a cartoon around it.
And it was amazing.
Which is why the toys are more accurate, because the toys came first. I rest my case. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, the toys came first from other shows, which makes them less accurate. But anyway. As I was saying. Let's do a video on that later now. Anyway. So we're trying to talk about wrestling, I think. Talking about inaccurate fucking toy lines.
There's toys in wrestling.
There are, yeah. Talk about inaccurate toy lines.
We were gonna talk smack, but
yeah, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna talk about that.
I didn't actually see Talking Smack this week.
Well, guess what?
You won't again.
Yeah.
Oh.
Delete.
Okay then.
We're gonna talk about that. We'll get to it in the news. But yes, horrible toy lines wrestling. My mind just goes immediately to those guys filled with water so they could sweat.
Yes.
I remember.
My mind immediately goes to the idiots that make the video game, Jack Specific.
If you go in that direction, my mind goes to Crush Hour.
Yes.
But anywho, let's go ahead and do the news as we are wont to do from time to time around here.
Yes. Strap yourself in, boys.
Oh, yeah, we got a ton of shit to go through here. Ton of shit. Let's open up with a follow-up on a story from last week.
Okay.
Since it just barely broke in time for last week's news. As we've all heard by now, Austin Aries walked out on the WWE. We know this. Details have been fluttering around. On a recent edition of the Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer stated that, contrary to what was reported, Austin Aries didn't actually ask for his release, but he was thrilled anyway when he got it. He apparently, because he had his name before, he could use it again, so he doesn't have to worry about losing that. But there will still be a 90-day no-compete before he can go to Impact or anywhere else. Sorry, GFW or anywhere else.
It's still GFW Impact.
It is. So we don't know where he's going to go with that.
Yeah, don't act like they have money to have more than one show.
Yeah. I don't know. We're gonna talk about that later too. Jeff Jarrett apparently says they're going other places. They have a schedule. Yeah. So Aries in the past was not happy with his situation. Almost walked away by quitting the business altogether. He was in the middle of a 3-year contract supposedly, but they're not holding him to that. Only to a 90-day no compete.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good for him. Let's go here. Continuing. Apparently, he was unhappy with both his role and being involved exclusively with 205 Live instead of the main roster. Meltzer and a lot of the writing staff were not fans of his, and he was generally disliked backstage, which apparently was what led to his release. It was noted he was upset that his match with Neville was left out of the WrestleMania DVD, which means he didn't get any royalties for that shit.
It wasn't on the DVD?
No.
What?
Wow.
Yeah. Hashtag I'm with Aries.
It was the pre-show match.
That shit's still on the DVD.
Yeah.
Apparently not.
Cut out the fucking musical guests.
If anyone, Neville should have been the one that was pissed. He was such fucking champion.
You would think. As a champion, Neville is getting paid and getting attention, so.
Not in the home market if it's not on the damn DVD.
Yeah, well, in addition to the statement, Aries released a statement, first of all saying it's a beautiful day, and following up with another statement about a week later saying, I'd like to thank WWE for the opportunity to perform for the amazing fans of the WWE Universe. I'd also like to thank the extremely talented and hardworking people of WWE whom I had the pleasure to work with whom I had the pleasure to work, both in front of and behind the camera. I wish them continued health, happiness, and success as I move on to new endeavors. So Austin Aries is in great spirits about this, and there's no hard feelings around, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, he just hates the company. He doesn't hate the people.
Yeah, well, he just likes how he was used, and that's fair enough. One of the biggest problems, it's been said by people in charge before that one of the biggest problems of working in this industry, if you're the guy in charge of booking, is dealing with egos.
He's basically everyone else that works for WWE. Because most people like everybody else, they just hate what the fuck WWE is doing on TV. Hashtag Big Show. Yeah,
Aries had a reputation of not being happy unless he was used well and pushed, and of course that wasn't happening. Unlike some of the other talent who were just happy to have a job and get some exposure, Aries had a lot of confidence that his perceived ability warranted a much bigger role than he was in.
He was right.
So,
I would also say, unlike probably about 75 to 80% of the talent on the roster, Aries has way more experience. So yes, it's not perceived ability; it's demonstrated ability for many, many years on a multinational level. So, yeah, I kind of agree with Aries. He kind of deserved better and deserved more. Now, did he deserve more than other people? Probably not. But I don't think they can say it's perceived ability when he's had a lot more experience than, say, Enzo Amore.
Fair enough.
I don't know if John agrees with that assessment.
More or less, yeah.
Yep.
I mean, honestly, it'd be like if they took AJ Styles and did nothing with him. AJ would be completely in the right to tell him to fuck off.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because basically Austin Aries is basically another AJ Styles. That's how good he is.
Well, in fairness, they were planning to do nothing with Samoa Joe until he got over it.
He didn't get over. They just put him on the main roster and realized how over he already was. Because Joe was over before he stepped foot in that damn ring. Because everyone who watches any wrestling knows who Samoa Joe is.
The fake Samoan.
Yes, but the best one.
Okay, then.
I'm sorry, like I've said before, my favorite wrestler of all time probably is The Rock. Samoa Joe's better than The Rock. The Rock is better on the mic, but in the ring, Samoa Joe's better than The Rock.
Fair enough. Anywho, let's move on to the next piece of news.
But again, everyone calls The Rock a fake Samoan, so who am I to judge, huh?
We are the internet. Judging is our job.
True. Moving on. Let's judge some more.
Okay, well, here's a positive thing to judge. Seth Rollins took some time out of his schedule to inform us that his new video game, WWE 2K18, will be on the Nintendo Switch.
Yes. Unfortunately, that affects us not at all because none of us have a Switch.
John does.
You do? I didn't think you had one.
I do.
It's okay. John. You expect him not to have a new Nintendo console? How long have you known this man?
That's why I expected him not to have it, because I know how much he hates Nintendo.
Yeah. Try to get new consoles, not Nintendo ones specifically. Way better than the last one, though. I'll say that. The last one was fucking shit. This one is actually good.
Well, I heard people were having problems with the Joy-Cons. Like, a lot of them didn't work.
Probably. I don't know. Still way better than the last one.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
This is the first time in 5 years that a WWE video game will be on a Nintendo console. And along with all the other platforms, it will have all the new features, including the new My Career experience, the updated customization suite, and the largest roster in WWE Games history.
The Wii game will probably still be better. For one reason.
Okay.
Motion control. I guarantee you this one doesn't have it. But the Wii one had motion control, which I never played it, but I remember seeing it where, because remember that game way back then, you could, I don't remember if it was just the Wii version, but you could break out during the entrance to do like taunts and stuff on the stage. And on the Wii version, because it was motion control, when you broke out, you controlled your taunts with the motion. So if I had two Wiimotes, I could do this and go like this and do a suck it.
Okay.
And that was also back when they had like the victory poses, and you could like break out, do taunts during victories and stuff like that. So you could break out and do the motion control taunts. And like when you're in the ring, you hold the button to do taunt, and you could like. I'm like, that's kind of cool. I like that. Well, so that's the one thing they're going to be missing from this year's. They haven't had time to develop it. I'll be surprised if they have it. Disinterested Jim.
Just waiting for you to finish.
Done.
Okay. So let's roll it along.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to jump around on my list here because we're going to cover the littler things first and then the bigger things at the end because I like to roll that way.
I agree.
So let's talk about this a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's time. It's Vader time. Because Vader is, and I quote, real fucking mad at Diamond Dallas Page. Because apparently, as I understand this, Diamond Dallas Page, knowing Vader's current health situation, reached out to Vader and offered to assist him with his patented DDP yoga. which, as people will know, has changed the lives of people like Jake the Snake Roberts and Scott Hall, as well as a lot of
Chris Jericho,
as well as a lot of people like Chris Jericho, who are not in that bad of shape to be able to continue bouncing around like a 20-year-old despite being closing in on 50. Well, apparently the problem here that pissed Van Vader off is apparently DDP reached out to him and said, I want to help you, I want to get you better, but you've got to stop wrestling for me to do it. It's apparently pissed Vader off. We got a series of tweets from Big Van Vader at It's Vader Time. Saying, and I quote, "This bullshit at Real DDP turned me down by saying I had to quit wrestling or I wasn't welcome at his training center. I have to wrestle to pay hospital bills. He said I was still wrestling. He couldn't do anything for me. I wrestled twice amount was told because I need to lose weight to save my life, but I couldn't come to his yoga center because I was still wrestling 2 times a month. That's the fucking question. I'm fucking dying. He came to me. I never contacted him, and now he's putting this stipulation on my life. Real fucking mad." DDP gave an interview to, or a comment to Raj Girl of Wrestling Incorporated saying, in regards to Vader, "I can't heal you with the program if you're constantly continuing to beat your body up wrestling. The program wouldn't have helped Jake Roberts or anyone else. I worked with Leon, and he's really beat up from all the years of football and wrestling. Anybody who knows me at all knows I would never turn anyone down to work with them at my PC, especially one of the boys. Leon just needs to return my call." So we hope that maybe they're able to work out a deal and Vader can get well, hopefully.
Apparently, the only way Vader's going to do it if someone just hands him money for several years while he does this
Well,
program.
in all fairness, that wouldn't be the first time that's happened.
Jim, are you plugged in?
Yes. Why?
You're lagging.
Oh, hang on.
He's stopping the porn torrent.
No. Anyway, as I was saying, that wouldn't be the first time that's happened. Because if you recall correctly, during that whole DDP yoga thing, the reason Jake Roberts and Scott Hall were able to get better is because Vince paid them to. You know, when it comes to getting the guys better and making himself look good in the process, Vince is willing to open his wallet. If Vader asked, I'm sure, as far as I know, they're on decent terms. If Vader asked, I'm sure Vince would pay Vader some money to go get well at DDP's yoga center.
Maybe.
We'll see. What else we got? What do we want to talk about? Let's talk about some happy news. This is some nice news. Let's talk about this. Let's get some nice news around here once in a while. Am I right? Of course I am.
This is wrestling. What's nice news?
There's always nice news in wrestling. You just got to know where to look. Let me go ahead and fire this up here. Get a nice big image of this here so I can show it off. There we go. That'll work. All right. Let's take a look at this here. This is kind of cool. Start the screen share. That's the wrong button.
That's John Cena.
That to everyone. There we go. Don't laugh.
What does that actually say?
Don't laugh. I'm gonna tell you, but don't laugh. This is a new John Cena figure that is being released by the good people at Mattel and being sold by the good people at Toys R Us. And the reason for that is because this figure is actually, and you can't even read the red text, but this is actually special in design. And for every one of these figures that you buy, $1 will be donated to the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
To Make-A-Wish Cena.
It is Make-A-Wish Cena. Quite literally, because he's got his American flag shirt there, and it does say some stuff there in the red and white on his shirt there. But the reason is because this particular Make-A-Wish figure was actually designed by a Make-A-Wish child. Mattel, Toys R Us, and WWE came together to launch this new figure, available exclusively at Toys R Us beginning August 15th. That's Tuesday. Pre-sale began back on July 11th. It's on now. Pre-order your John Cena figure today. Why?
Jim,
Why?
can't understand what you're saying.
Why not?
And I was like broken up or something.
Yeah, you're all broken up and laggy.
Well, tough shit.
You heard that here. You heard it here first, folks. He doesn't give a shit about you people who can't understand a word he's saying.
But I do, because the recording is on my end, which means that you can't understand me, but they can.
Not necessarily.
That's how Hangout works, because the feed is coming directly from my end, which means my end works regardless over the feed.
Which means you don't care that they can't understand what we're saying. Great. So you're insulting us.
I can understand what you're saying, which means it should be fine. The video should be fine. You're the only two with a problem.
Keep telling yourself that.
I will, because it's true. Anyway.
So repeat what you said, because we don't know what you said.
Well, pay attention.
That's nothing to do with pay attention. It has to do with your shitty-ass internet.
My internet is fine. Anyway. As I was saying, Mattel, Toys R Us, and WWE have partnered to launch this new figure, available exclusively at Toys R Us nationwide beginning Tuesday, August 15th. Available for pre-order now. Online at ToysRUs.com. And a portion of the proceeds will, of course, go to the Make-A-Wish Foundation. The figure in question sports John Cena and match-ready red, white, and blue Stars Stripes ring gear. It's the result of input from Alex, a Make-A-Wish kid from Los Angeles, California, who worked with the teams at Mattel and WWE to put his personal design on the action figure. Alex is one of the kids who desired to meet John Cena and did meet John Cena, which resulted in this whole experience. So that's pretty cool. Having the opportunity to meet Alex and witness firsthand his vision behind the action figure was an incredible experience, said John Cena. There was nothing more humbling than a child who could ask for anything in the world asking to meet me, and I will continue to grant wishes as long as I am asked. So very cool of that. So also in conjunction with the pre-sale, by the way, now through Monday, July 31st, Toys R Us will host a social media fundraising initiative benefiting Make-A-Wish America. And for every retweet of one of their posts featuring hashtag Giving is Awesome, the company will also donate $1 to Make-A-Wish, up to $25,000. Also, another fundraising opportunity will be coming up in late August, when 5 of the John Cena action figures will be autographed by John Cena and auctioned off to the public on eBay, with 100% of that revenue going to the Make-A-Wish Foundation. So help support Make-A-Wish today. It's a good cause.
Now, one of those autograph figures is going to the kid who made it.
Oh, I'm sure he probably got one without having to bid for it.
Well, no, I'm not saying he'd have to bid for it. I'm just saying I hope they give him one.
I'm sure they will.
Now John Cena autographed the kid. That's even better.
Yeah, he could do that too. All right, what else we got? What else we got? Oh, so many things here. What are we going to do next? What are we going to do next? Let's do this. Let's talk a little bit about the Mae Young Classic, which was taped starting this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to spoil that. We're not going to talk about the taping results. But we are going to talk a little bit about some of the other things. First of all, I would assume this is on the WWE Network. I would assume, since they tend to keep everything that they broadcast on there. They did stream just a couple of 3 days ago the Mae Young Classic Parade of Champions.
Mm-hmm.
We can get a look at the likes of participants Toni Storm, Princessa Sugahit, Jazzy Gabert, Rhea Ripley, and all 32 Mae Young competitors when they take part in that parade. You can watch that on the WWE Network now. The Classic itself begins on Monday, August 28th, when the first 4 episodes will be on demand, and the remaining ones will be in the first week of September. Also, tune into the WWE Network immediately following SummerSlam for Mae Young Classic Bracketology, a special look at the inaugural tournament.
Okay, then.
Furthering information on the Mae Young Classic. Let's do this one. We do have the full roster of the Classic revealed. So, in no particular order, the following are the competitors. I don't have pictures of these people, so don't ask. Some of them we already know, some of them we don't. I'm just going to read the whole list. Shayna Baszler from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Marty Bell from New York, New York, but representing the Dominican Republic. Kari Sane from Tokyo, Japan. Mercedes Martinez from Waterbury, Connecticut. Nicole Savoy from Sacramento, California. Tony Storm from Gold Coast, Australia. Mia Yim from Fontana, California, but representing South Korea. Candice LeRae from Riverside, California. Sage Beckett from Tampa, Florida. Princess Sugihit from Monterrey, Mexico. Bianca Belair from Knoxville, Tennessee. Tessa Blanchard from Charlotte, North Carolina. Serena Deeb from Fairfax, Virginia. Vanessa Bourne from Scottsdale, Arizona. Tainara Conti from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Kavita Devi from Haryana, India. Lacey Evans from Paris Island, South Carolina. Rachel Evers from St. Paul, Minnesota. Jazzy Gabert from Berlin, Germany. Santana Garrett from Ocala, Florida. Reina Gonzalez from Rio Grande Valley, Texas. Dakota Kai from Auckland, New Zealand. Abby Lath from Seattle, Washington. Jia Lee from Chongqing, China. Sarah Logan from Louisville, Kentucky. Renee Michelle from Washington, D.C. Piper Niven from Ayrshire, Scotland. There we go.
Interesting thing about Piper Niven.
Okay.
Do you know what her actual ring name is that she can't use in WWE?
No.
John, do you know?
Nope.
Her ring name is Viper.
Ah. I get it.
Yeah.
Kaylee Ray from Glasgow, Scotland. Aisha Raymond from London, England. Rhea Ripley from Adelaide, Australia. Miranda Salinas from Houston, Texas. And Zeta from Richmond, Virginia, representing China.
Okay, then.
So it should be one hell of a tournament. Check out Bracketology post SummerSlam.
Because that means I have to cheer for the Seattle chick, huh?
Apparently. Or you could cheer for the Chinese people. You have options.
But apparently only those two?
Three. There's three.
There was like 2 or 3 people from representing China.
Yeah, that girl from Virginia.
I've got to root for the New York chick, even though she's representing some other country.
Dominican.
Yeah, the Dominican Republic.
Go Jazzy, or whatever her name was.
German chick?
Yeah, remember her? She was fucking crazy.
Brock Lesnar.
She was like gender swapped Zangief.
She's Brock Lesnar.
Yes, it's worth noting that at the Mae Young Class tournament was taped. Backstage, it said tournament where WWE superstars, including Charlotte, Alexa Bliss, Bayley, Carmella, Nia Jax, Naomi, Emma, Maria Kanellis, Tamina, and Natalya. Also in attendance was MMA star Ronda Rousey.
Indeed.
And here's a little interesting thing that happened. There is a cell phone video of this. I'm assuming it's not going to make it on WWE Air, but it's something interesting. During this taping, because they were on opposite sides of the ramp, Ronda Rousey had brought a couple of her MMA friends with her. And it was worth noting that Ronda and her couple of friends have, in recent year or two, however long it's been, have taken to referring to themselves in the UFC as the Four Horsewomen.
Oh, brother.
On the opposite side of the ramp were Charlotte, Becky, and Bayley.
Nice.
Sasha was doing some promo in Australia and couldn't be there. And apparently the ladies were throwing shade at each other across the ramp. So, 4 horsewomen on 4 horsewomen match at SummerSlam? Just a thought? Maybe?
Unless Sasha or Bayley turns heel.
Well,
rumor is one of them is turning heel, so.
Well, we shall see if the rumor pans out. So, lots of good things in there.
And right now, currently, if anyone's turning heel, it'll be Bayley, because they're not going to heel turn Sasha in the middle of a feud with Alexa Bliss. That would be stupid.
That is true.
Yeah, and WWE never does anything stupid.
Yeah, but rumors they're trying to build Bayley back up as a face, so they have 2 heels and 2 faces in the Fatal 4-Way Women's match at SummerSlam, so it's not going to be Bayley.
True. Fair enough.
So let's see here. Ronda Rousey was in the house. She and her crew, including Marina Shafir and Jessamine Duke, who collectively started calling themselves the 4 Horsewomen years ago, had themselves a little moment with Charlotte, Becky Lynch, and Bayley, 3 of the 4 members of WWE version of the 4 Horsewomen, because Sasha wasn't there. There was a cell phone video, which will make you nauseous because the person was going back and forth like this. But it's there. And,
and they probably didn't have it in, like, landscape.
No, they had it vertical.
Oh, my God. They should be arrested.
Yeah, people. All right, internet. If you're actually watching our video, which I don't know why you would be, but if you're watching and you're the type of person who takes video with your cell phone, turn it this way, please. None of that vertical shit. That is fucking terrible. Learn how to shoot a video.
That reminds me, completely off topic for a second. When we were at Kineticon last weekend, we went to, they had a pre-show for the Guests Against Humanity game.
Mm-hmm.
And because they knew people were going to be lining up like hours for anyway, so they said, you might as well come in and sit down. We'll entertain you. So they had some guy showing a bunch of videos on his computer. Because he had this folder of videos open that he was showing random videos of. And I was very disappointed because the bottom left-hand corner, he had a file that said Lucha Underground, and he didn't click on that. But he did show a hilarious mashup of what a Roman Reigns anime intro might look like. That was pretty funny. But one of the other things that was shown, one of the first videos he showed is that he said, I was asking everybody this warning, and he put up what was a bunch of puppets doing a PSA on the dangers of vertical video. It was hilarious.
Nice. You should have tried to start a Lucha.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, to try to get him to play the Lucha Underground video. Next time, thank Jim. That would have been amazing.
Didn't get it that quick. Anyway. Let's go ahead and where's the thing I just had up? Here we go. Close this out. So yeah. Also, Rousey and her friends were there to support. It should be noted. They were there to support their friend Shayna Baszler, who was one of the ladies competing in the tournament, which would be the fourth of the aforementioned 4 horsewomen of the UFC.
So apparently there are now 3 horsewomen, since she apparently probably has a contract with WWE now.
Well, for the tournament at least. I mean, there was a lot of people in the cruiserweight one that didn't get signed, so we'll see.
Most of them did, even though they're not doing anything.
No, not really. There were 32 guys in that tournament.
Yeah.
They signed maybe 10 of them. Maybe 4 to 6 of whom are actually used.
Mm-hmm. Also, Ronda Rousey was there because Triple H invited her.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure he did.
Oh, he did. There's video on WWE of him meeting her out in the lot when she rolled up in like the limo or whatever.
Fair enough. Well, smart.
And he even tweeted out, we're welcome to have Ronda Rousey with us.
Triple H is a smart man.
Yes.
He knows how to get people's attention. Anyway, let's move
along.
along.
A steel beam onto her limo and it exploded.
Yeah.
Also, Triple H also still the undisputed king of knowing whom to bury and when to bury them, because Ronda Rousey was the only one that got mentioned by the game. Fuck her friends.
Yeah.
No pictures, no mention, because Triple H.
Pretty much. So let's move along here. What else we got? Speaking of people who are pissed off because of their imminent danger of burial.
Enzo Amore?
And you can't teach that.
Hey, I got it right. And Jim is gone. Bye, Jim.
I'm right here. Hi.
You're the logo.
Why my logo?
I don't know.
Can you see me?
Yeah, it's like very choppy, but yeah, I can see.
It's done that to John before too. There's not much I can do about it. I can turn the camera off. I can turn the camera off, turn it back on.
Maybe it wasn't my logo. Maybe I was just ducking, and it just looks.
That's true. That's possible. Okay, turn that back on. Can you see me now?
No, I see black. There you are.
Okay. So, as reported by Wrestling Observer Newsletter, Roman Reigns stepped up to help take control of a situation that upset people on a talent bus a few weeks ago. The disturbance was allegedly caused by Enzo Amore, which prompted Reigns to get up out of his seat and kick Amore off the bus. No details on exactly what Amore did to upset other passengers, but he reportedly has a lot of backstage heat with the WWE roster and has been kicked out of more than one dressing room, according to the report by Dave Meltzer.
Some of them ladies.
This is my bus now.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
The bus continued to boo him. Reigns can't even get over there.
That'd be amazing if everyone in the locker room just booed him anyway.
On a related note, Enzo's partner, Big Cass, is also having some backstage heat at the moment, though not to the extent Enzo is. Apparently, Big Cass has garnered the majority of that heat apparently stems from his sharing his views on politics, as he is a strong supporter of President Donald Trump, which is a view that not a lot of people in the WWE locker room share. But despite those feelings, it reportedly doesn't have nearly as much heat as Enzo, and it's probably not going to affect his push at all, especially given that former WWE CEO Linda McMahon is a member of the Trump administration.
Yeah.
Well, why would Big Cass be upset? He's getting a push. I mean, I'm sure he's upset for the same reason for a big reason that Enzo is, which is that they're splitting up the team. But at the same time, Cass is like, I'm going to make more money because I'm getting a push. Sorry, Zo. Gets to step in.
Let's see. Not only was Enzo Amore kicked off the bus recently due to an incident, but he was also not allowed to dress in the regular locker room for a while, as was mentioned. Enzo was reportedly not happy at all about the storyline breakup with Cass, and the line he mentioned said on Raw, where he talked about his real life being better than his fantasy life, was something of a shoot, as in real life he's based in LA and having a great time, whereas his fantasy WWE life, his prospects don't look good as a singles wrestler who's constantly portrayed as a joke. Despite there being reports of some heat on Cass for his political views, it's not expected to interfere with his push in any way. Officials are said to be very high on Cass and are not expected to let other talents' reaction to him affect the push they intend to give him.
They're high on believing.
Basically.
They're in love with Cass.
Basically. So, Cass will get a push and we'll see where that goes.
If Vince ever books a 4-way match with like Cass, Strowman, Reigns, and probably Show, he's not going to show up the next day. He's going to look like that picture of from South Park of Randy Moss with all this stuff all over the computer, and he's like, that's what Vince is going to look like.
Pretty much. Same as Randy Moss, it's Randy Marsh.
Oh, sorry. God, I haven't seen that show in forever.
I can tell. Anywho, as we continue to roll along, let's see here. Yeah. Oh, we're down to the 3 big ones. Which one do I want to do first? Let's do this first. Let's talk about this for a second. So the reports broke early before it was confirmed. PW Insider got the breaking news that effective this week, Talking Smack is officially canceled.
Wow. Yep. Why?
The final episode of the show, which was hosted by Renee Young and often featured Daniel Bryan and or Shane McMahon, featured the return of free agent John Cena. Talking Smack has been airing on the network dating back to August of 2016.
They also got rid of the Raw one too, right?
The Raw one barely existed.
Yeah. Well, it's like weekly canceled, isn't it? Supposed to be still after pay-per-views, but
why would they cancel it? It was a great show.
As noted earlier today, Insider reported that it was canceled. WWE sent out a statement addressing the reports, noting the show will no longer air after SmackDown Live every Tuesday night, but will instead only air after SmackDown Live branded pay-per-views. Check out the statement. We continuously review WWE Network's programming lineup based on a variety of factors, including viewership and subscriber research. Talking Smack and Raw Talk will air following pay-per-view events, and Tuesday will continue to feature 205 Live. So
and we're currently going to have Frozen Jim Face.
You're going to have Frozen Jim Face. Deal with it.
Yeah, and I saw this thing that Renee Young found out about it on Twitter.
Stop jumping the gun, John.
Oh, I didn't know if you were going to do that. I'm trying to roll it along.
Well, I appreciate it, but let me get there. I have to open the link.
Oh.
But yes,
I told you.
Anyway. Yes, supposedly, basically the summation here, as I understand it, is we're canceling Talking Smack because it has it's not getting any views because we pushed it after 205 Live and nobody's going to stay the fuck up that long to watch it.
Yeah, people watch it afterwards. And how's it getting no views when that's one of the most talked about things in WWE right now is, did you see Talking Smack? Did you see that shit?
I'm going to pretend that, like, because Miz got super over because of that, they're like, shit, we didn't plan for that. Kill the show. Like, that's not a good reaction.
Yeah,
too bad.
Yeah, but I think it's just because it was after 205 Live, people were no longer staying up to watch it. I think people were watching clips of it on YouTube the next day.
Make it a YouTube show.
Yeah, but it's on the network. You can watch it whenever the fuck you want.
Well, people maybe weren't doing that. I don't know. But anyway.
That's fucking stupid. It was one of the best parts of the show.
Well, that's unfortunate. If the show wasn't garnering enough viewers to justify its existence, that's just a sad reality, and hard to blame the company for making a business decision. We can absolutely blame them, however, for not telling the host of the change before it hit social media. As Renee Young tweeted, that's one way to get news. Link to the to Twitter. Actually, Twitter of the John Report, ironically. Hi, John Canton.
Fuck you for not hiring us.
He had a lot of submissions. He picked the ones he thought were best. Fuck you.
Are those people still there, though?
We don't know.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, John Canton did send out a post saying, "I've said about Talking Smack as a weekly show. Still post pay-per-views. Thanks at Renee Young and at Daniel Bryan for doing a great job as regular hosts." And Renee Young was like, that's one way to get news. Followed by retweeting this clip of Renee Young on Talking Smack with somebody that's in a Santa suit. I'm not sure who that is. Taking what appears to be some kind of a Christmas present and just tossing it over her shoulder with no care whatsoever.
Maybe it was The Miz?
She retweeted that from @TotalDivaApps. I don't think it's The Miz. And then favoriting that tweet. Favoriting a tweet about WWE jerking her around this year. Let's see what that says. That one's actually not embedded. At Beautiful Jeff.
Okay then.
That's
I'm
messed up.
apparently beautiful now. What the fuck?
That's messed up. It's Jeff with a J. That's messed up. You're their best interviewer. They've been jerking you around a lot this year. And she favorited that tweet.
Okay, I know Jeff Hardy is well known for multicolored face paint, but that's going a little far.
Yeah, but you can always count on Big E to keep it light. Clip of Renee Young attempting to interview Big E as the lights flicker on, and she just casually steps away. That's a GIF tweeted by WWE Big E, which she in a reply to Renee Young. But she ended it classy saying, "Really disappointed about hashtag Talking Smack. We tried to make that show great. Guess I'll go back to welcoming my guest at this time."
Or go back to fucking Dean Ambrose.
Why not both?
Yeah.
Different shows.
Still.
Yeah.
So we come down to our top two stories of the week.
7 deities.
I'm going to go with the one that I have lesser articles for first.
Okay.
The one that I have fewer reports on. Though not by much.
You do that, I'm going to refill my beverage.
Fucking dick.
I can still hear. Here, I'll turn off the camera.
I don't think he's going to refill it with his fucking dick. I hope not. This shit's going to get real awkward.
So what's the other one if it's not the 7 deities?
Oh, you'll see. So we will start off with the 7 deities, however. On the Wrestling Observer Radio on July 10th, Dave Meltzer and Brian Alvarez discussed the Hardys transitioning to the broken gimmick, suggested they either have already worked out a deal with Anthem or are very close to doing so, noting there were very strong teases on last night's show, and it's possible the Hardys will now go on a losing streak to prompt them going broken. However, in a counterpoint to this report, open this one up, paste and go. Matt Hardy tweeted the following on the 11th, saying, in replying to somebody talking about this, "If at Ed Nordholm and at Real Jeff Jarrett don't wrap up this situation with us shortly, it's going to get terribly nasty. We have lots to expose."
Okay, then.
Let's go to this one. That was, let's see. Generally in response to the fact that during a conference call on July 12th, the GFW conference call that Jeff Jarrett hosted, he was asked about the Hardys securing the broken gimmick, and he indicated ownership still resided with GFW Anthem. And in response to this, Rebby Hardy predictably took to Twitter.
Of course.
saying, I'm going to have to start, quote-unquote, clarifying things by recording phone calls, apparently. Everything out of this loser's mouth is BS. Why, though? And she linked to a tweet where somebody, Wrestling Observer, saying Jarrett was have to clarify his answer and confirm there's no agreement. Why you lying at, real Jeff Jarrett? We had agreement terms as of last week, capital letters, included non-disparagement clause to the tune of $5K every time I tweet something about TNA. I haven't said anything for weeks. Meanwhile, Jeff, Dutch, and Ed can't seem to be able to keep us out of their mouths. Snakes. So it sounds like the two sides were close to an agreement, but it's apparently broken down, if Jarrett's comments are of any indication. As we've seen in the last couple of days, the Hardys Anthem legal situation has flared up again. According to a report of PW Insider, it seems what Reby is suggesting is actually true, and the two parties agreed in principle to a deal that would enable the Hardys to use the gimmick moving forward. Both sides would have then released a statement wishing each other the best in the future, and under terms of the deal, would cease publicly speaking on the matter or on each other. It's believed that Anthem was going to receive some sort of payment in exchange for the trademarks, and WWE was not involved in the negotiations in any way. Hardy's lawyer is the one who drafted up the agreement and sent it to Anthem's Ed Nordholm with the expectation it would be promptly signed, but several weeks have gone by with no response or even an indication that the deal was actually going to be signed. Reportedly, Nordholm told at least one person that the agreement he got was not what they had verbally agreed to, and since then no communication has taken place. The belief is that if Nordholm does not sign the agreement or at the very least reinitiate discussions, the Hardys' only recourse will be to file a lawsuit citing breach of contract from the Dixie Carter days.
Yep. And you know what the thing is? Because Anthem has sat on this for so long, if it goes to that, Anthem's kind of fucked because guess who works for WWE now? Or at least she's done official WWE stuff, from what I understand.
Yeah, she appeared.
Yeah, Dixie will be appearing. Yeah, you know.
Well, okay, so she'll be at least on good terms. I'm sure she'll show up for that and be like, "Yeah, no, you guys are fucking around here. What the hell?"
Yeah.
Let's put it this way: she'd be more likely to side with the Hardys at this point than them.
That is entirely plausible.
I don't think Nordholm and Jarrett want to invite that.
Yeah.
Because if what the Hardys are saying is true, Dixie Carter will bury them completely, worse than Triple H ever could.
Possibly. But that's going to depend on what Dixie Carter's contract says.
What contract?
Whenever you work for a company and have a contract and are inevitably let from that contract, there are certain clauses that still apply. Usually non-disparagement clauses, stuff like that, that usually apply for whatever duration is indicated or indefinitely, depending on the contract. So it depends on if there's a, or more specifically, if the contract had an NDA involved.
Mm-mm.
So it's going to depend on what she is and is not allowed to say. All right. So I have 8 articles for our final item.
Oh, great.
Because I don't know what the fuck happened here. Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's the battle of the century. It's Mexico versus England.
Oh, dear.
You know where I'm going with this, Jeff.
Mm-hmm. I find that, oh, dear.
Oh, my.
So let's open it up. Of course, time for backstory. People are probably aware, generally speaking, that former WWE superstar Alberto Del Rio, a.k.a. Alberto El Patron, the current GFW Impact Wrestling champion, has been in a relationship for some time now with currently contracted but not appearing WWE superstar Paige.
Mm-hmm.
And there has been an incident that occurred early this week, and there have been about 9 different stories regarding what the hell happened. So we're just going to go through something like that, but we're going to go through exactly what we're knowing here. Thanks to TMZ for jumping on and investigating this shit for us. TMZ. So apparently Alberto El Patron is being investigated. There was apparently an alleged domestic violence incident at the Orlando International Airport in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Where, according to TMZ, we're told that the Orlando PD were contacted around 3 p.m. last Sunday on Alberto, real name Jose Rodriguez, after he, allegedly after he roughed up a female companion. They spoke to witnesses who tell them Alberto and the woman were arguing in the terminal, and when things escalated, cops were called. As one witness put it, there was an altercation. Law enforcement sources said Alberto has not been arrested or charged with anything. They're still gathering information. They would not confirm the name of the alleged victim. However, Alberto has been in a relationship with Paige for quite some time, and witnesses say she was at the airport with Alberto that day. Alberto's camp would not give a comment at that time. That's one down. Let's keep rolling. Because this just gets more and more insane as we go.
Keep rolling, 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 rolling. Rolling.
Pretty much.
Rolling.
So following up on this, Paige went on the internet to apparently clarify, give her version of what had happened regarding the TMZ. She's denying that Alberto got physical with her and says the whole situation involved a third party, stating that a female bystander spotted the two of them and attempted to take a picture with Alberto. And when he refused to take the picture, she apparently threw a drink in his face. Paige explaining that we got the cops involved. I'm crying because I found out bad family news, and a lady tries to take a pic. She gets angry and throws a drink on Alberto. Then asking everyone to please leave us alone. That's it. However, that was fucking far from it. That couldn't have been farther from it.
Is this just the proof that Paige is a lying bitch?
We're getting there.
Okay. I don't know how Paige still has a job with WWE, considering she went and had surgery against their wishes.
Because The Rock's making a movie about her that's going to make them money.
Well,
So, further reports, TMZ continued investigating and obtained an audio recording from somebody's cell phone in the terminal showing that it was, in fact, Paige involved in a dispute with Alberto in the terminal. The person who recorded the audio, a huge wrestling fan, says she recognized the couple while they were arguing in the terminal. She recorded the incident as evidence, and you can hear Alberto and Paige yelling, clearly upset. Alberto saying, call the cops, let's do it, get the cops. Sounds like he's talking to Paige, who yells back, just stay out of my life, leave me the fuck alone, I'm trying to get away from you. Moments later, Alberto follows up with, I'm pressing charges against you. They were apparently arguing with each other, and Paige stormed off at the end of the exchange. A police officer responded and spoke to Alberto, though he wasn't arrested. The twist, of course, Paige issued that statement I just mentioned, saying that a third party was involved and threw a drink at Alberto. They spoke with law enforcement, but made no reference to a third party and told us they were investigating the matter as a domestic dispute. So apparently Paige's claim about being a third party was full of shit.
which is apparent by her follow-up tweet to this video being leaked.
Yeah, we're getting there. More witnesses were found by TMZ. They were witness saying they were arguing back and forth, screaming at each other, stated the witness. Says Paige screamed that Del Rio had been, quote, doing coke for 2 days straight, end quote. He was soaked, and Paige was saying, you're such an abusive husband, I hate you. You've ruined my life, you've ruined my career, the witness continued. As Paige was walking away, the witnesses claimed that he said out loud in the airport, check her bag, she's got all the coke in it, it's all hers. The witness maintains Del Rio wanted to call the police on Paige for allegedly assaulting him. She says an airport security guard with a canine stayed with Del Rio, quote, because they could smell the alcohol, end quote. Inferring at this juncture that Alberto was intoxicated at the time.
One too many cervezas, amigo. One too many cervezas.
However, that is apparently also not true. We're going to get to that in a minute. But in the meantime, Paige's brother, Zach Bevis, put up a pleading post on his Facebook page, rather, adding that his father, Ricky Knight, would also be speaking out on the situation. But Zach Bevins had to say, and I quote, "I've got to say I'm very worried about my sister. Please keep an eye on her. She had one prick known as Brad Maddox who took advantage of an 18-year-old girl, physically and mentally abused her, and now she's with a control freak who thinks he's a tough guy because he beats my sister and has money to cover his tracks. I love my sister. She will end up like Whitney Houston or Amy Winehouse. Please share this. I want the world to know that I care about my little sister. Everyone keep an eye on her. You'll be angry at me, but I love you. I'm writing this on behalf of all the Knights." So apparently even supposedly Paige's family is worried about her. In relation to the entire situation, GFW turned around and suspended Alberto, saying Global Force Wrestling has indefinitely suspended Alberto El Patron effective immediately until the investigation is resolved following a recent incident in Orlando, Florida. It is worth noting that Alberto was already in the last month or so worth of tapings they've already done. And then they said they would not be editing him out of those tapings.
Or they'll be waiting until said tapings have aired before deciding whether they're going to strip him of the title.
Correct. Paige then came back out and completely changed her fucking story.
And proved how much of a lying whore she is.
Something like that. In response to the altercation, at Page WWE saying, and I got the post here, let's bring this up. Let me see the image. Okay. Saying, Alberto didn't want me to say full story because he didn't want people to know, and I didn't want people to know that I threw a drink on him. But the full story is, I had a phone call saying my uncle is in a bad way. I'm crying outside the restaurant. I go in, Alberto is hugging me. I'm a little sensitive, and we start bickering about something so small. I say I'm leaving, and he says something that I won't write on here, but it wasn't nice. And even though I shouldn't have done it, I threw a beer in his face. Shouldn't have done it. It was in front of a lot of people. I walk out. He follows me seconds later and gets the cops and security, and a crazy lady decides to leave whatever she's doing to follow us and invade our privacy in a completely low way. Only low-life people would do. Anyways, it was me who was being held for battery charges because I threw a drink on him. No, he never touched me, and no, I never hit him with a glass 3 times like the internet in all their glory is making out. It's completely ridiculous how one story could spiral out of control. Oh, and guess what, Internet? He smelled like beer because I threw a beer on him. Nothing more. Nothing less. No one got arrested. There's no mugshots. There's no charges. Nothing. The horrible, disgusting human being of a lady decided she wanted to make money out of our misfortune. I wish people would give us the privacy we deserve. I know we won't get it, but I wish that would happen.
Question. Where did Paige get hitting someone 3 times with a beer glass from? I don't recall you ever saying that.
No, I don't know where she got that either. That must be another article that we didn't get to.
Do you know something we don't, Paige? Because no one said anything about smacking Alberto 3 times with a beer glass. Hey, police, does he have marks on his face like he got hit with a beer glass 3 times?
Just waiting for her to be just it's like I wasn't someone else that shot the hobo, and people are like, whoa, what, where did that come up? She's like, why'd you say that? And you're like, we didn't say that.
Wait, what hobo?
Also, what the hell, TMZ, going all Batman on us? What the shit?
Additional tweets from Paige follow up, and if you listen to that stupid audio, you will hear him saying he's pressing charges on me. We all say stuff when we are mad. That's all I will say about the airport situation. Again, thanks for the privacy at this time. And lastly,
who was the mysterious third party? There wasn't a mysterious third party, Mr. Batman. Show me the proof.
It was me, Batman. It was me all along.
That's what I was going to say, yeah.
Anyway, finally wrapping this up, of course, during the GFW media conference that came up, Raj Girl of Wrestling Incorporated asked Jeff Jarrett regarding the situation and Alberto's title situation. And he stated, the decisions, obviously, again, I want to be as transparent because it's the world we live in. I'm totally on board with this, said Jarrett. I've got 5 kids, and, communication is the key to any relationship, whether it's personal or business or whatever. So to communicate with you folks who are taking the time out of your day to jump on this call, it's an ongoing investigation. Sounds so legal, but it goes a lot further than legal. At this time, that situation has not been addressed as it directly relates to the belt because it's far from the most important, in my opinion. He added, I've been blessed to be put in this position at GFW. I truly want to make the best decision, not only for everyone in administration and production and talent, all of our production folks, when you group that entire group, it's well over 200 people that depend on a paycheck from the organization. Adding, it's been an unfortunate situation. We take any legal matter, but also any personal matter seriously. It's obviously a legal matter as well as a personal matter. We take it very seriously.
In other words, we're not going to take the belt off him because why should we?
Yeah, or at least not yet. So that's where we are right now. With that situation. Let me just see here. Let's see. I'm just looking to see if TMZ has any kind of an update that hasn't made the rounds yet. No, the last one from back on the 12th, so. Well, let's see here. Yeah, so fair enough. We will see what happens there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I wasn't going to cover this, but I'll mention it quickly, by the way. There's some conflicting reports as to whether Shelton Benjamin is coming to SmackDown. Apparently, WWE's Instagram posted that he was, but then they took it back. So we don't know.
Yeah.
So Shelton Benjamin may or may not be returning to SmackDown in the near future. Stay tuned.
Somebody call his mama.
Okay, then. So, with that, let us go on to the usualness.
2 hours later.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, there's a lot of news this week, so sue me. It's a big fucking week. Shit went down.
New video?
What's that?
New video? Make that a news-only video? I don't know, how long has it actually been since we started this?
I have no idea. Hangouts doesn't fucking tell you. I mean, you gotta remember, we didn't start until we only been going for an hour.
Oh, okay.
Remember, we didn't start till 1:30 because we were waiting for you to stop fucking around. So, I think we're okay. Let's keep rolling.
All right.
All right. Giggity, giggity, giggity. Hells yeah. So let's open this portion of the program, as we always do, with a look at the scores.
All right, all right, all right.
All right, all right, all right.
I love that his wife got his baby to actually say that.
Did she? Nice.
Yep.
Okay. So as you can see from the current scoreboard, still in the lead. Now, let me scroll over to the other scoreboard, actually. We'll go over here. There we go. See the lead up. So as you can see, as are the Great Balls of Fire, in the lead at 70-96 is still Team Extreme, but catching up at 63-42 is a Certified Balor Club, and trailing in last still at 55-65 is Team Apocalypse.
Fair enough. Should cover the roster changes before we start this.
We will mention the roster changes briefly. Let me just run the leaderboards, and then we'll hit that.
Okay.
We'll run the leaderboards. I have to actually run the leaderboards. Let's run the leaderboards. All right. So in the lead is the Cruiserweight Champion, Neville. Neville at 580, followed by the former United States Champion, Kevin Owens at 509.
Wait, how come my camera's not on? What the hell?
I was going to ask you that. Anyway, the Intercontinental Champion, The Miz, at 503. The new U.S. Champion, AJ Styles, at 495, just 2 points ahead of the Raw Women's Champion, Alexa Bliss, at 493, who's ahead of the WWE Champion, Jinder Mahal, at 474, followed by one half of the Raw Tag Team Champion, Cesaro, at 445, Samoa Joe coming in at 443, Finn Balor at 416, and rounding out the top 10 is Seth freaking Rollins at 405.
Seth freaking Rollins.
Indeed.
Mhm.
So we had some roster amendments this week. We did have to add some people, so it is worth noting that the newly returned to WWE Canellises have joined Team Extreme. The newly returned Bulgarian Brute, Rusev, has joined Team Apocalypse. And the newly returned free agent John Cena has joined the Certified Balor Club. So we'll be proceeding from there.
He is the Make-A-Wish's best, and you can't teach that.
Quite literally. I'm going to go ahead and delete them down here then.
And Johnny Ocean just stays down there.
Fuck Johnny Ocean. All right. So, let us go ahead and proceed with the recapping of the programming, as we are wont to do from time to time on this program.
Mm-hmm. Let's go.
What?
Corbin Shinsuke sucks.
Ha, 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 ha. We're not on that show yet.
Ooh.
We're going to open things up with Monday Night Raw, emanating from the Toyota Center in Houston, Texas. So we opened the program. We have a video recapping the ambulance situation from Great Balls of Fire. And then we go over to Big Cass coming out to the ring, cutting a promo. Asks the crowd how they're doing since he's spectacular after what he did to Enzo. He shows some clips. Tells the fans, don't hop on his bandwagon now that he's the future WWE. Because he has big plans and nobody can touch him and nobody's on his level. No one is bigger than him and he's on the top of the mountain. And with that...
Well, it's the Big Show.
Comes out to object, gets in the ring and stares him down. Cass steps up and Big Show headbutts him. He wrestles Cass to the mat and then hits him with some knees and goes for a knockout punch, but Cass ducks out of the ring and retreats before that can happen.
Congratulations, Cass. You pissed off John.
Indeed.
Go get him, John.
It's a big show. Big bad show tonight. Oh. All right.
Apparently, he's still trying to audition for the role of Bray Wyatt's bodyguard.
Ah,
The big shaggy beard that he has.
yeah.
Like, I don't know, is he trying to outbeard Braun Strowman or something?
He might be.
Twin magic.
There you go.
Yes. Anywho, so those two gentlemen are going to get a promo, and also Big Show's going to get an assault.
Yep.
Oh,
Braun's like, I need Monster Zord power now. And Big Show comes out.
okay then.
And Big Show's taller than him.
Yes, we know this.
Well,
So Big Show's going to get 5, and 4 is 9, so that's going to be 74. Big Cass is going to get 5 for the promo. And he dodged a knockout punch, so actually he'll get an evasion.
Yeah.
So that's 8. So 5 would be 234. All right. So we find out we're informed that Brock is in the house tonight. We'll see him later.
Mm-hmm.
And we open up with our first match of the evening, Finn Balor versus Elias Sampson. Sampson starts to sing a song, but he gets interrupted by Finn Balor's entrance music.
Poor both of them.
Because I have realized that WWE, literally, the writing teams of the two shows must confer from time to time and have a limited number of templates which to use, because it occurs to me that quite literally right now, Elias...
In English?
Yeah, Elias Sampson and English are the same superstar, except for one having a guitar.
And one of them actually having talent. 8 in English.
Yeah. Now, if only either of them had that talent in the ring.
Well, that's what I meant. Aiden English has more in-ring talent than Elias Sampson.
He's also got more vocal talent.
Yes, he does, because he's like a trained opera singer, isn't he?
I believe so.
They need to move one of them to the other show and tag team them.
No, that's what fucked Aiden's career the first time. No.
No.
But they'd be amazing because you'd have Elias Sampson playing the guitar and you'd have Aiden English doing the singing as the front man.
Yes. And
it'd be like 3MB with talent.
With vocal talent, but they'd still have 3MB's level of wrestling ability.
I think English is better, but okay. I think English is actually pretty good. They're just not using him.
Fair enough. We'll see what happens there.
Because he was always the best of that tag team. Gotch was trash.
Well, yeah, we know this.
And that's the sad part, is English has talent. They're just not using it.
Well, everybody can't get pushed. Them's the bricks.
I'm not asking for a push. I'm asking them to actually use his talent instead of, go lay down in the middle of the ring.
Well, they did. They let him beat the shit out of Randy Orton. Randy beat it back, but he still beat the shit out of Randy Orton.
This is true.
Yeah, that doesn't happen very often. That's like in honor of, I don't know what the hell it was. I think it was his birthday or some shit, but somebody anniversary of an event or something, but somebody threw out the clip of that time the Hurricane beat Randy Orton.
Yeah, but it's a Hurricane. He has superpowers.
This is true. Anyway, so Finn Balor wins this match. To the general surprise of no one. So Elias Sampson is going to get 5 points for competing and 5 points for moves. Is 10 points to Sampson.
Yep. This proof they need to do one of two things with the upcoming game.
Okay.
One, either they need to have two versions of Finn Balor, one as the demon and one not as a demon, or B, allow us to turn off pay-per-view gimmicks. Because I prefer Balor without the demon.
Fair enough. And then Balor is going to get 20 points for winning, 5 for competing is 25, and 5 moves is 30 points to Finn Balor.
Finn Balor.
Makes it about 446. All right. Post-match, the Hardy Boys come out to the ramp to congratulate Finn Balor on his win. They talk about falling 1 second short in their Iron Man match last night. And Jeff said he hears haters saying their time has passed and maybe they should fade away and classify themselves as obsolete. Maggot's on the mic saying they're here to make a proclamation. The Hardys are not going anywhere. They're nowhere near done. They've only just begun to make magic in the WWE Universe, and with that, they are interrupted by the club.
You also should mention that Matt Hardy also mentions, yeah, we lost. We're beat up. Heck, you might even say we're a little bit broken, but we're not going anywhere. Like, they were laying on the broken shit heavy with this promo.
They're interrupted by the club, who called Matt and Jeff nerds and told them to go practice their magic somewhere else. Matt says they're not 100% tonight. They're stitched up, bruised, and a little broken, but they'll still fight Gallows and Anderson right now.
And they actually said, go practice your magic somewhere else, because if you don't, we'll deliver the Magic Killer, or something like that. They used Magic Killer. And I'm like, clever.
And that tag team match occurs. So first promo to all 4 of those guys.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start with that.
All points to me.
Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy. '93. Luke Gallows. 43. And Carl Anderson.
Mr. Anderson.
So the two groups have a tag team match. They all throw some double team moves at each other, and the club wins off of a Magic Killer on Matt.
Yep.
With Jeff again being 1 second too late this time to break up the pinfall. So we will go ahead and score Matt and Jeff first. They're each going to get 5 points for showing up. Jeff has 1 move, so he's going to get 6 points. 399. Matt has 4 moves, so Matt is going to get 9 points. 3-9, which is 386.
Who do you think you are, Pat Buttram?
Huh?
You haven't heard Balsa do the Pat Buttram voice?
The what? Who do the what voice?
Rob Paulson.
Okay, and
Or is
who
it
the hell-
Pat Bertram? Buttram, something like that?
I don't know who that is.
Well, it's a voice that he does. I guess he did for the character of that name. It's actually kind of a funny voice.
Okay then.
The way you said it, you were talking, then it sounded like that voice. That's why I made that joke.
Okay then.
I thought you were a Paulson fan.
I am. I just don't know random fucking characters that don't exist.
Well, you apparently don't watch any of the panels that he does, because he pulls that voice out at least once every fucking panel.
Okay. Anywho, the winners of the match are Gallows and Anderson. So let's see who got the pinfall off of this. Let's see, looking like Gallows. All right, so we'll do Anderson first. So Anderson is going to get 15 points for being on the winning team. 5 for competing is 20, and 5 moves is 25 points to Carl Anderson. 158. And then Luke Gallows got the win, so he'll get the 25. Plus 2 moves is 27 to Luke Gallows. Because that puts him at 170 even. Post-match, the Revival interrupts the club's exit, and they make their way down to the ring, and they beat down the Hardys, kneeing Matt in the face, and then hitting a shatter machine on Jeff.
Fuck you, Revival.
So therefore, Dash and Dawson are each going to get an assault and a move. So 5 points each to Dash and Dawson. $61. And Dash is up here somewhere. 57. Okay. After this, we clean the ring up. And then the Miz comes out with his Miz-tourage for an episode of Miz TV, a special episode of Miz TV, the first annual Mizzy Awards.
No reaction from John.
No, John does not care about his own people that are earning him points.
Yeah. Just, I don't know. Sounds dumb that he just gave out awards. Because he probably gave them to himself and his Miz-tourage.
Well, he started off with the Mizzy for Best Supporting Actor, which was a tie between Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel. They accept their awards and thank the Miz for all he's done for them. Miz then presents the award for Best Leading Lady, saying he didn't even need to open the envelope, and presented it to Maurice, while layering on the compliments thick.
I have to admit, the Miz-tourage there, the 3 of them, did a really good job with this bit, like with the whole acting and stuff, and selling like the mock, the mock surprise of winning and stuff like that, to the point like even Maurice like shed a tear and stuff like, oh, thank you, blah blah blah, and it's just like, wow, they're actually committing to the bit. That's kind of cool.
Oh yeah,
they did a good job. I guess that's their way of stepping up following Enzo, huh? Because really nobody can touch Enzo at this moment for promo, because holy shit.
Apparently not.
But they tried, and they did a good job.
Indeed. The Miz then goes to give out the award for Most Outstanding Performance, faking the crowd out into being Dean Ambrose. No, just kidding, it's me. But he does give Dean Ambrose credit for being the toughest competitor he's ever been in the ring with. But knowing that, I beat him. So if Dean Ambrose is the toughest and I beat him, what does that make me? But Ambrose's music that hits, and Ambrose comes down to the ring, but he gets jumped by the Miz-tourage and is outnumbered 3-1. And so it's getting beat down.
He's
Until-
Seth freaking Rollins.
until Seth Rollins runs out and makes the save. So let's see. That's going to be promo to the Miztourage. Curtis Axel. 59. And then 4 for the assault is 63. And then Bo Dallas is going to get 9 up to 69. And then Maurice is going to get promo at 66. And then The Miz is going to get 9 points. That's about 512. All right. And then Dean Ambrose is going to get assault points. What's that? 302 for Dean. And then Seth Rollins will get assault points. What's that? 409. All right. So they chased the Miztourage away. And after a commercial, we cut backstage where Ambrose and Rollins are speaking. And Ambrose tells Rollins off, saying, I don't know what the hell you were thinking you were doing out there. You know, but if you think it's this little Shield reunion, this isn't going to happen. I don't trust you after what you did last time. Fuck off and leave me alone. Stay out of my business. And Rollins was like, I wasn't out there for you. I was out there to get revenge on The Miz. But okay, fine, be that way. So, additional promo to Dean and Seth.
Basically, Rollins was like, I don't appreciate The Miz talking shit about me, so I did something about it.
Yeah. And Seth Rollins is going to get another promo is 5, so that'd be 40. No, wait. Hang on. Undo that. What did I just do? Another 5. That'd be 414. There we go. Okay. And so, next up, we go to the ring for a women's match, a women's tag team match plan of Sasha Banks teaming with Bayley to take on Nia Jax and Alexa Bliss. And they go back and forth with Nia doing a lot of the work and Alexa tagging in periodically. And the whole thing ends when Alexa manages to connect with a Twisted Bliss, but after Sasha broke it up, Nia threw Sasha out and followed her out, and Alexa picked up Bayley, but Bayley rolled Alexa up out of nowhere.
She stole your finishing move, John.
Not mine.
Did.
I thought your finishing move was the roll up out of nowhere.
Nope.
Mm.
I didn't give myself that. So it ain't mine.
Thought you were modeling after your idol, Kelly Kelly.
She's the bestest. Damn, remember Mike Knox? What happened to
Yes.
that dude?
I do remember Mike Knox.
Didn't he go to TNA?
He might have.
Thought he went to TNA or something. He went to like another promotion, I remember.
Probably. Let's find out.
Oh, thanks, John.
No,
You
apparently,
started it. No, what you get.
yeah, apparently on, let's see. As of 2015, he was wrestling for the Inoki Genome Federation in Japan.
Okay, then.
So, last we heard of him was in 2015, according to the Wikipedia page.
Fair enough.
So there you go. All right. So the women's match, let's score this. We'll do the heels first since they lost. Nia Jax had no moves, so 5 points to Nia. All right. And then Alexa Bliss had the Twisted Bliss. So she will get one move. So 6 points to Alexa. Puts her at 499. And then on the face side of things, Sasha didn't hit any moves. So Sasha will get 15 points and 5 for competing is 20 points to Sasha, being on the winning team. Puts her at 376. And Bayley won the match. She'll get 25. And she had one move, so 26 points, Bayley. 5 and 6 is 181. Okay. After this, we cut to the back, and Goldust cuts a promo about R-Truth for trying to ruin his movie premiere last night. Last night, you guys weren't on the pay-per-view. The fuck are you talking about, Goldust? Did we miss something?
I think it was meant last week. I think the whoever wrote the results wrote it wrong. Because remember last week, Goldust was trying to have the movie premiere and he had the popcorn out and Truth attacked him from behind.
Right.
Yeah, the recapper's an idiot.
Fair
or
enough.
Goldust misspoke, one of the two.
Fair enough. So saying that while the sequel is normally never as good as the original, nothing about him is normal.
Understatement of the year?
The Golden Age is back.
Except it's not because you refuse to use the Shattered Dreams.
Because it would get him disqualified.
He's a heel. What does he care?
He's a heel who likes to win matches.
Yeah.
As most people do. Now, if they booked him with some kind of an ODQ match, then I would expect him to break the move out. We throw back to the arena, and Goldust and R-Truth come out and have a match. Said match involves Goldust controlling most of it, Truth coming back with a spurt of offense, including a spinning heel kick and the scissor kick, but Goldust manages to kick out, counter back, and hit the curtain call for the victory.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll start off with R-Truth, who had one move, so Truth will get 6 points. $55. Goldust gets 20 for winning, 5 for competing, and 5 moves is 30 points to Goldust.
Fair enough.
Puts him at 96. Following this, GM Kurt Angle comes to the ring.
Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum.
Okay, then. He introduces the Beast Brock Lesnar and his advocate Paul Heyman.
Paul Ress.
They come to the ring and Angle reminisces his WrestleMania matches with Lesnar. And says he thought Joe had a shot at taking Lesnar's title, but Lesnar proved him wrong. He congratulates Lesnar on a title defense. Heyman asks Angle if there's anything else because they're going to leave. And Angle asks if they want to know who's going to challenge Lesnar for the title at SummerSlam. And Heyman says they aren't interested in talking about this in public. We don't negotiate in front of the people. If you want to negotiate, call me. And they start to leave, but they're interrupted by Roman Reigns. Roman comes out to the ring. And Angle gets pissed off and says that I'm not done with you yet. Don't leave. Roman, you got a lot of balls coming out here after what you did last night. And Reigns says he can't believe that Angle thinks he went too far, considering you and Brock were both part of the Attitude Era. You know, you blew up everything back then. Angle doesn't know how to, Angle, you don't know how to handle Strowman. Basically pointing at Angle and the other saying, I did you guys a favor. You don't know how to handle Braun Strowman, and you're never around to.
Yep.
And Lesnar and Reigns steer each other down, and Angle and Heyman get between them. Reigns says he did Angle a favor, and he wants a shot at Lesnar's Universal title. Lesnar says Reigns has got to be kidding and that he doesn't deserve shit. They bleeped Lesnar on the shit.
Yes, they did. I was surprised he actually let him say it. I was like, wow, really?
It's Brock. He can pretty much do whatever the fuck he wants.
True.
What are they going to do? Fine him? He'll just be like, ha ha ha, oh fucking K.
Yeah. Or you're going to suspend me? Okay. Anywho. Lost my place.
Lesnar came out.
Yeah, Lesnar says right now the closest Reigns is going to get to the title because he doesn't deserve it. Joe then interrupts, saying he's going to bring everyone back. This is a lovely little fantasy you're all living in here, but I'm going to bring everybody back down to reality. Saying, Lesnar, you know what I do, that you didn't beat me. You survived me. You escaped last night.
Win if you can. Survive if I let you.
And Reigns, you've never beaten me. Lesnar says the reality is he beat Joe last night, and Heyman adds that, and a very valid point, that, I'm sorry, you think you deserve a title shot. I'm sorry, but the man who put The Undertaker at a Samoan trophy case, that's a legitimate claim for a Universal title match. The fake Samoan who got his ass kicked by Brock Lesnar last night, no.
Got his ass kicked by Brock Lesnar? I'm sorry, Heyman. What match were you watching? I think it's the other way around. I think the Beast got his ass kicked by the Samoan. Yeah, he won, but he got his ass kicked.
And, Lesnar, yeah, and Heyman says that Joe will never get a title shot again. Lesnar and Joe get in each other's faces until Kurt separates them. And Joe says that Lesnar's advocate knows that he has Lesnar's number, which is why he doesn't want him to fight him again. Reigns also points out that Lesnar beat Joe, and Joe says Reigns is really mouthy for a guy who got beat up by Braun Strowman last night. And Angle gets tired of all this shit, tells everybody to shut up, and says, all right, next week, Reigns is going to fight Joe, and the winner's going to fight Brock at SummerSlam. Now, everybody get the hell out of here. And if you all start fighting, hey, back up. You all start fighting right now, I will cancel that match. I will cancel the match. You hear me? And eventually they all agree to leave. So, promo to all those people except Kurt.
That was a damned good promo.
That was an amazing promo.
Like that and the Enzo promo is probably the best shit we've seen from Raw in like 10 years.
Brock Lesnar.
Brock.
104.
Brock, the farm boy, Lesnar.
And Paul Russ at 65. And Roman Reigns at 305 live. And Samoa Joe is
Joe is gonna kill you
at 448. Which, oddly enough, I believe is what Crash Holly weighed in at. It's a random joke. Rest in peace, Crash. Anyway. Whatever happened to fucking Bill, for that matter?
Bill?
Bob, sorry.
Bob Holly? Oh,
isn't he a trainer or something?
yeah.
Is he a trainer?
I wanna say
Okay.
He's a trainer.
I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, I think he still works for the company. I could be wrong.
Fair enough. So anyway, we get to the announce table where Corey Graves gets immediately distracted by his cell phone and leaves. We cut backstage to Kurt Angle looking at his phone in his office, looking very distraught. Corey comes in and asks Angle if he got the same text that he just got. Graves said he did, and Angle says they can't let this thing leak out, and if he goes public with it, he might have to say goodbye. And Graves like, Angle's loved and respected by so many, he thinks everybody will be fine. Angle looks concerned about this as we go back to the arena. We then cut to the ring for a cruiserweight tag team match, playa. in which Akira Tozawa teamed up with Cedric Alexander to take on Noam Dar and Neville. Neville.
Oh, he worked for TNA,
Oh.
but he only ever had one match
Oh.
in 2013.
Okay, then.
So I don't know what the hell he's doing now. Probably just retired and living at home.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Fair enough. We shall see. At any rate,
At any rate,
Cruiserweight Tag Team match, which ends when Cedric knocks Neville off a top rope and crotches him, and then Tozawa kicks the rope a few times to get revenge for last week. And then Tozawa hits the big flying senton drop for the win. So we'll do the heel. We'll do the heels first.
holy crap, Hardcore Holly is jacked. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
WWE has like current photos of him like traveling around the world and shit. Dude is yoked. Jesus.
They don't call him hardcore for nothing.
Apparently, there he is fishing. So I don't know, maybe after that one match at TNA, maybe he works for WWE again, but he's just like kind of, Legends contract off and on, kind of just helping backstage.
Maybe.
Dude needs to come back. He looks in phenomenal shape.
Mm-hmm. All right. So we'll do the heels first because they lost. So Noam Dar is going to get 5 points for showing up. $229. And Neville is also going to get 5 points for showing up. Because Neville didn't actually get any moves off in this match. Surprisingly. That's 585. And then we're going to go to the faces. We'll go with Cedric Alexander, who gets 15 for being on the winning team, 5 for competing, and 1 for a move, is 21 points to Cedric Alexander. At 171, maybe. Follow that up with Tozawa, who won the match and will therefore have 25, plus 2 moves is 27 points to Akira Tozawa.
Ha, 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 ha.
696 and 7 is 403. I feel like contractually, like 10% of his points should go to Titus.
Yes.
I don't think John would mind if you gave him 10% of your points.
Hmm.
I don't think John would mind at all.
Titus celebrates with Tozawa after the match, so Titus will get himself some accompaniment points. All right. After that, we cut to the back where Seth Rollins does an interview saying his goal earlier wasn't to save Ambrose, but to shut up The Miz. So, points to Seth Rollins. $419. We then cut to Bray Wyatt in a dark room, who says, how dare Rollins take his eye off him? He won't forgive Rollins for his sins. Rollins will burn for them. Huh. Promo to Bray. That's a 5. Is 363. And our main event is Bray Wyatt versus Seth freaking Rollins.
Seth Rollins, it's time to count up your sins.
Basically.
And shin.
And Bray Wyatt does that by ending the match via a headbutt and a Sister Abigail.
Headbutt to the eye. It's more like an eye butt.
Well,
Giggle.
Giggle indeed. So we'll start off with Seth Rollins, who did not win this match.
No,
Seth Rollins is going to get 5 for competing, 4 for being in the main event is 9, and he has 11 move points, so 20 points to Seth Rollins. Score 39. Bray Wyatt is going to get, let's see, 20 for winning, 5 for competing is 25, up to 34 for being in and winning the main event. And 3 move points is 37 points to Bray Wyatt.
This was actually a pretty good match.
7, which is going to put him at 70, which is going to put him at 400 points exactly. After the match, the lights cut out and Bray Wyatt disappears. When the Miztourage come down to the ring through the crowd, they surround Seth Rollins in the ring, and Rollins tries to fight them off, but they overwhelm him with a numbers game.
And with the fact that Rollins only has one eye.
And they stomp on him until Dean Ambrose comes running down with a steel chair and lays everybody out with said chair.
Tries to lay everybody out and fails, except for the Miz, who's an idiot and tries to get Dean from behind, just turns around and just swats him like 10 times on the mats. Bam, 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 until Maurice pulls him out. I think it was Maurice that pulled him out.
It was Maurice that pulled him out.
Yeah, poor Miz is back. It's like all red now. And welty.
Yeah. So let's see here. That is going to be an assault by the Miztourage and an assault by Ambrose.
And a weapon by Ambrose.
Yes. So Dean Ambrose will get 4 for an assault and 3 for the weapon, is 7 points to Ambrose. Put him at 314. And then a 4-point assault for each member of the Miztourage.
All you have to do is believe in the Miz.
Pretty much.
I'm sad he doesn't use believe anymore. That was a great catchphrase.
Yeah, well.
It was. I don't think it fits with what he's doing, though.
No.
He'd be Miz's motivational speaker.
Does Miz need one?
No. Titus.
He did a few weeks ago when his wife slapped him in the face and walked out.
Well.
We shouldn't have broken the grandfather clock.
Pretty much.
Twice.
3 times. Calling it. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, the Miz has a trump card now, though. Because if shit starts going down again, and Maurice gets pissed off, all Miz has to do is go on the internet and pull up that cell phone footage. Hey, I'm not Alberto. And she'll be like, oh, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, Miz didn't ruin your career. You did that yourself.
Oh. Hey, she's a multi-time women's champion. You do not disrespect her.
Yeah, she's a multi-time women's champion who, since coming back, only wrestled 1 match, if you can call it that.
Because she's choosing not to. You idiot.
Or because WWE hasn't asked her to.
They probably don't want her to. She got rehired for the sake of being the Mrs. Valet. Think about this. She gets to spend all her time with her husband. She gets to get paid for it and be on TV and not have to get her ass beat up week in and week out. That's a pretty sweet fucking gig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If somebody told me I can go be a manager and talk for people and not have to get beat up, except maybe an occasional finisher now and again to sell, if I could be Paul Heyman, I would totally be Paul Heyman.
Paul Heyman wouldn't be Paul Heyman as much as he gets beat up. He'd be the first to tell you, if you don't want to get beat up, don't take this job. The manager always gets hit first.
That's true. But the manager gets hit with like 1 move versus the guys in the ring who get hit with all the moves.
Yeah.
The only reason Paul Heyman can be Paul Heyman is because he's Paul Heyman. He's ECW. He's used to it.
Yeah.
If you tried to take someone like Titus O'Neil and put him in the Paul Heyman role, it wouldn't work because he'd be getting his ass kicked left, right, and center. As it is, the only reason Titus kind of works is because he was an actual wrestler. But if you take someone who's not an actual wrestler and put him in the Paul Heyman role, it doesn't work. Because you need someone who's used to the physical punishment.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you took, I don't know, Michael Cole and put him in the Paul Heyman role. I mean, okay, he's actually wrestled a match, but still, he'd probably be like, no, I'm getting my ass kicked too much. I quit.
Michael Cole has a pinfall victory at WrestleMania, I'll have you know.
Yeah, he also got pinned there.
You know what? I'd like to see him versus Kurt Angle for the right to use the ankle lock.
There you go. The winner
At
of that
WrestleMania.
there you go. The winner of the match would be Chad Gable.
Yes.
No.
He was moving the bank briefcase.
Yes, exactly.
No, Cole and Angle are set to have the match. They come out, they get ready to get the match, and all of a sudden, surprise entrant, the return of
the Jack
We
Swagger.
the People. Who promptly gets tapped out by Kurt Angle.
Yeah, pretty much.
Or if you want something even better, surprise entrant. Ah!
I don't get it.
You didn't think I'd pull him out, did you, John?
Did not.
I know who the fuck you're talking
You
about.
have to admit, he was the first with the ankle lock. Or he was the first that made it like popular and like cool.
Yeah, was it even a finisher of Shamrock's?
Yeah, the Shamrock ankle lock.
Okay. Shamrock lock.
Except when Shamrock did it, he would lock it in, and then he'd fall back to the mat and torque on the mat.
Yeah.
That's what made his unique. Whereas everyone else torques it and stands up with it.
It's the Shamlock.
That's why I was disappointed when they finally got rid of the move after Shamrock like left. Because I'd always take that version of the ankle lock because it's the best looking one because you're on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And then they took it away and you got the shitty fucking Patriot lock, and I'm like, fuck that.
Mm-hmm.
Now that Angle's back, I'm glad because hopefully they'll give me the true angle lock and I'll actually look better.
Mm. Hopefully.
So I will fucking take that move.
Make sure you pre-order.
Oh, I'm going to pre-order.
It's true. It's
damn true.
It's damn true. So, SmackDown this week. Oh, we should probably do the scores first. That would probably help, wouldn't it? Caught myself.
Might.
Let's run the scores. See what we got going down.
Scores aren't important.
Refresh. All right, at 72-81. In the lead is Team Extreme, followed at 65-38 by the Certified Balor Club. And trailing at 56-96, Team Apocalypse.
Woohoo.
So does that mean if the 4 horsewomen of MMA get signed to WWE, John has to take them?
Yeah.
Sure. Why not? And we want Raw. 7. What was the date of this last Raw that we're scoring? The 10th. Okay. SDL is 7-11. Oh, thank heaven. 17. Okay, let us go back over here and let us roll through SmackDown. Emanating from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
We begin the broadcast with footage of AJ Styles' United States title victory over Kevin Owens at the MSG House Show last Saturday.
Mm-hmm. Oh, speaking of which, didn't you mention San Antonio, Texas? That reminds me, did we cover the other thing Del Rio tweeted at all?
I don't think so. What else did he tweet?
He actually watched SmackDown last week.
Oh, yeah, we didn't talk about that. Talk about that.
Yeah, so apparently in the midst of all this Del Rio getting drunk and beating his woman bullshit, he actually tweeted that he saw SmackDown. He was not too happy with the Usos making the Rated R Xavier Woods joke. And he noted that, I noticed you'll be in Texas this coming week. Triple H, The New Day, and Usos, come to my restaurant in Texas, and we will have a bar fight. So yeah, he called out Triple H, the Usos, and the New Day to his restaurant in Texas. Because he's pissed off that they used that as a joke. And I'm like, dude, you do realize the Usos and the New Day wouldn't even have to show up. Triple H would just walk in with a sledgehammer. In fact, he didn't even walk in. He'd roll in on a motorcycle because that's how he rolls.
Does anyone believe he actually saw SmackDown or just heard about it and then was like, what? And then just got mad about it? I don't believe
That's a
that
possibility.
would be randomly the one episode he watches.
I don't know. But he responded to it, saying, he did not appreciate all that stuff, making all those references.
He's a GFW champion. I'd imagine it's probably like the old WCW days where they all gather around and watch WWF so they know what to make fun of.
Or he was watching it because his wife still works for them.
Or that, so they know what to steal.
But she wasn't on it. Why would he watch it?
That's true.
So, yeah, apparently his wife isn't the only one he wants to beat.
That's nothing new.
I would have laughed my ass off if Triple H replied with, "We'll talk if you get out of jail." So anyway, yeah, just that Texas reminded me. That's like, oh yeah, that's right. He did tweet that too.
Yep.
So, smacketh down and liveth.
Indeed. So AJ Styles won the U.S. title at a house show.
Yep, we took care of that on Thursday.
So AJ Styles goes out to the ring to open the program, discusses winning the title, and then issues an open challenge to anyone in the back who thinks they can take it from him.
Rapaldo! And he gets him and he goes, "You do realize what you've just done, right, AJ? You do realize what issuing this open challenge means, right? You did just issue an open challenge." And AJ's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Okay, so long as you understand what you've done, I accept." Like, I love Cena gave him a chance to back out. He's like, "You sure you want to do this?"
See, in that instance for AJ, I would point out to Cena, now John, in the time that we've known each other, and the matches we've had, how many of those matches have I won versus how many have you won?
It's like, John, need I remind you of the Phenomenal One's greatest pastime on both Raw and SmackDown? Say it with me, people. Beat up John Cena.
It's true.
It is. That is a terrible Georgian accent.
No, I'm not from Georgia. As far away from Georgia as possible in this country.
Fair enough. Strictly speaking, no, that would be Alaska.
Well, in the continental United States. Alaska and Hawaii don't count.
Fair enough. I'll tell them you said so.
They already know. No, I'm saying.
But they never had a match because
But no.
the new face of America, even though he's no longer the face of America. So why do they announce him like that? That's weird. Anyway.
Yeah, the ref and the ring announcer run on in, but before the bell can ring, before Charles Robinson, little Nash, can call for the bell, Kevin Owens comes out, says he's the rightful owner of the title, and tells Cena to go away again because nobody missed him, and nobody wants to see Cena versus AJ again. Cena says nobody wants to see him, and it's Owens that can't. Yeah, it's Owens that can't see him. Cena says he's gonna.
No, he says to Owens. He goes, "It's not that you don't want to see me; it's that you can't see me."
Yep. Cena says he's going to run through Owens, then he's going to run through AJ, but then out of nowhere, Rusev spears Cena. AJ pulls him off, but then Owens runs in and takes out AJ, and Rusev then locks Cena in the accolade, and then the heels leave.
Machka!
Rusev, Machka.
Rusev. Crash!
So that match did not actually happen.
No. But a match will happen.
Yeah, we'll get there. In the meantime, Cena and AJ get a promo, as does Owens. Let's do those first. AJ Styles.
Machka sucks.
Ah.
Well, I can't say Cena sucks. Cena's on his team.
Yeah. And then
Cena's the reason I get victory points today.
Well, you get shared victory points.
Yes.
You didn't actually win the match, but
No, I'm on the winning team, so technically I still get victory points.
you get some victory points. And then we're gonna have Kevin Owens. Where's KO? He's over here.
Now, if the heels had won, then I would have said Cena sucks.
Ah.
Because I had KO. As evidenced by the shirt.
Pretty much. Even though that's a parody of the completely wrong show logo.
Blame that on KO.
So following this, we're going to have an assault on the part of Rusev.
And KO.
And KO, yes, basically assault from the heels. So KO is going to get 4 for an assault. It's about 518. And then Rusev Machka is going to get the assault, and the accolade is going to be 5 points to Rusev.
Rusev.
Machka. So we got a commercial, and we come back to find out that Shane has organized them into a tag team match for the main event.
Playa.
Meanwhile, speaking of tag teams, the Singh brothers come out to the ring, and they introduced WWE champion Jinder Mahal.
The modern day Maharaja.
Who is in a one-on-one match, a non-title match next against Ty Dillinger.
Squash match, piss break, moving on.
Basically. So Ty Dillinger, let's see, so the Singh brothers are going to get a company of points.
Ding.
And then following that, Ty Dillinger is going to get showing up points.
Oh, he doesn't get 10 points?
Sadly, no.
You had one job, Ty.
He did.
He's the perfect 5. He's in WWE's eyes.
Yeah, apparently. And then Jinder Mahal is going to get 25 plus 4 moves. He has 29 points to Jinder Mahal.
Jinder Mahal.
For 94, and then 9 is 503. Also, by the way,
Yes.
just got to make the point here about poor Ty Dillinger here.
Yes.
Imagine how Ty Dillinger would have felt if he was the successful he has a successful NXT run. People actually love him. They're chanting his catchphrases. And you went up to him 6 months ago and told him, Ty Dillinger, in 6 months, you're going to be jobbing to Jinder Mahal. Just the look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Why?
Then I would just do this to him. When he asks why, I'd be like, and just walk off.
Yep.
And he'd be like, no. No.
Yes. Anyway, post-match, Jinder grabs a microphone and proceeds to express his disgust that the American fans boo him while cheering that snake Randy Orton. Saying they can boo him all they want, but the 1.3 billion people of India know he's the best champion of all time. Great Khali says what?
Yeah, right?
Jinder says Orton won't be making his life a living hell. It'll be Jinder bringing hell to Orton's life. And next week, to emphasize that point, he's bringing the Punjabi prison to SmackDown.
Okay, then.
So Jinder gets promo points. Promo to Jinder.
Okay, then.
I don't know. Random. We have fun here. Next match, it's Xavier Woods versus Jey Uso.
Can I get him? Can I get him?
Yes.
Damn you, Xavier.
The New Day and the other Uso are at ringside.
The other Uso.
And despite the other Uso getting involved by tripping Xavier behind the ref's back, it didn't help much. Eventually, all the guys that are not legal end up in the ring assaulting each other. The ref ejects all of them from ringside. Woods tries to take advantage of the roll-up, but Jay evades it. But despite Jay hitting a super kick, he made this thing going for a splash, which Woods blocked with his knees, and then kicked him in the face and hit him with a flying elbow for a win, despite that not being a finisher. Until now, I guess.
Okay, then.
And so Jimmy immediately ran back to the ring after the match, and Xavier retreated to ringside. So that's going to be accompaniment and interference for all the people at ringside. So we'll start off with Jimmy Uso. So accompaniment is 5 and interference is 6, so it's 11 points to everybody. That's 236. And Kofi is only 12. And Big E 42. All right, and then Jey Uso is going to get 5 points for being in this match, and 1 for his move. Is 6 points to Jay. And then Xavier Woods himself is going to get 20 for winning, 5 for competing, and 4 move points. He has 29 points to Xavier Woods. 49 puts him at 151. Because new Derex. New Derex.
No.
Derex.
Delete.
Derex.
Delete.
We come backstage and Shane McMahon is on his phone when Naomi walks in. And once again, because this is apparently how this division works on SmackDown, the whole women's division walks in and demands a title shot.
Well, Lana proved that that's how it works.
Pretty much. Charlotte, Becky, Natalya, Lana again, and Tamina all walk in. And they all want shots. Shane says they're all good, fine. You're all going to compete in a fatal 5-way match at the pay-per-view, and the winner is going to face Naomi for a title match.
Can you handle that? Can you handle that?
Can you dig that, sucker? I
was just bringing in some Rich Swan.
Fair enough.
Yeah, you worked it.
There will be ample opportunity for that come 205.
There'll be ample opportunity for that during SmackDown. Wait, no, it's Cedric.
No,
sorry. Does it? I keep getting those two guys mixed up.
What are you talking about?
Cedric cuts a promo during SmackDown.
Not that I have indicated here.
It's one of those 205 Live promos, hyping up 205 Live that we always get points for.
Fair enough.
Because he cuts a promo in the middle of SmackDown about, I thought I was finished with Noam Dar. I thought I walked away from that, but apparently he doesn't. He's not done with me. So you know what? I'm gonna whoop his ass on 205 Live. One of those promos, basically.
Fair enough. Anyway.
Yeah.
So Shane says that all the women need to get their attitude out in the ring. So Becky and Charlotte are going to take on Tamina and Natalya in a tag team match.
Playa.
Carmella then walks in and informs Shane that her lawyer is working to get James Ellsworth reinstated. Carmella hands Shane some legal paperwork, and he just rips it up and laughs in her face. And she then walks away. So promo to everybody, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So Becky, Charlotte. I'll do Carmella. She's right here. Charlotte.
Woo!
And let's see, who the hell is involved here? Natalia. Down here somewhere. And Naomi was in the room. And Lana was in the room. And Tamina was in the room.
Ladies in the house.
Okay, then. So after that, we cut to the ring, where Shinsuke Nakamura and Baron Corbin were going to have a match until Nakamura jumped Corbin on the way down and just beat the shit out of him.
Okay, then.
Fuck you, Shinsuke.
They brawl all over the ringside into the crowd until refs come and break them up, and Corbin refused his briefcase from the ringside floor before retreating to the back.
Until Shane McMahon made the big mistake of stepping between them, only to get his ass kicked by both of them.
Okay, then.
Yeah, he tried to break them up, and they like brawled over him. So yeah, they basically ignored the old man.
No, watch out. That old man will elbow through a table from 30 feet in the air.
That didn't save him from basically getting ignored and pummeled upon while trying to get to each other.
Yeah, well.
So yeah, Shane, don't do that again. Don't get between people like that. You'll just get your ass kicked. Unless you actually fight back.
Nah. Dude's a trained boxer.
Yeah, he just chose not to fight back. He just chose to get an ass whooping.
I don't know if he wants to fight his own employees. That's
Why not? His father's been doing it for 30 years.
I know.
His brother-in-law does. His brother-in-law's been doing it for how many years?
Yeah.
His sister's been doing it for how many years?
Oh, don't even get started.
I think his mother even did it once.
Once or twice, yeah.
Oh no, she's destroying other things now. It's fine.
Yeah, it's called America.
Yeah.
Get your John Cena figure now. Anywho, so Shinsuke and Corbin are just going to get assault points.
Yep.
308 to add Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin. Where the hell is he? There we go. 37. Okay. So after that, we cut backstage where AJ and Cena have some words in the locker room. AJ saying he intends on holding on to the title, and Cena saying he understands AJ wanting to fight the best, but tonight Cena has AJ's back in their match. Promo to the faces. AJ goes to 505 Live. And John Cena. All right. We got back out to the ring for the aforementioned women's tag team match play. Tamina and Natalia defeat Charlotte and Becky Lynch.
Thanks to Lana.
Thanks to an interference by Lana.
Thank you, me, for giving me points.
So Lana is going to go ahead and get interference.
Lana,
69.
Matska! Lana, crush!
Okay, then.
I have to cheer on my people.
Anyway, let's see here. Charlotte and Becky. Let's see. Becky and Natalia didn't do fuck all for moves in this match. So we'll go ahead and we'll do Becky first, who's going to get 5 for showing up. She puts a 169. And then we're going to go ahead. And we're going to do Charlotte, who did actually manage to get a few moves off. So she's going to get 3 for that. So she'll have 8 points.
Yay. Go, John.
54. And then we're going to go to the winning team. Natalia is going to get 15 points for being on said winning team. And 5 for competing is 20. 20 points to Natalia.
Mm-hmm.
And Tamina won the match, so that'll be 25. plus 2 moves is 27 points to Tamina. That's going to put her at 226. All right. Following this, Maria's backstage knocking on a locker room door. Chad Gable answers and Maria asks for Sami Zayn to come out. Gable says he's not there, and Maria says, pass the message along that the First Lady of SmackDown is looking for him.
That's not just a locker room door, it's the male locker room door, as evidenced by the big-ass male sign on the door. It says male locker room on it.
Okay, then.
You didn't watch SmackDown, did you?
Nope.
You fail.
Eh.
At least I had the decency to actually watch it before this recording.
I don't care.
You suck.
More promo to Maria and Chad Gable.
Mm-hmm.
Also, why was Chad Gable in the locker room when he didn't even have a match tonight?
I don't know for this bit.
Yeah, probably.
Apparently. Anyway, Sami Zayn, I'll come after a commercial, and Sami finds the Canellises.
Or promo points to Maria.
Maria demands an apology, and Zayn says he already apologized, and he's sick of apologizing, and it seems that they should apologize since they're always in his way when he has something to do. He points out that he actually wrestles matches on SmackDown and wonders what Mike does here. Mike takes offense and slaps Zayn in the face and then smashes a vase of roses over his head. Maria tells Zayn that's the power of love, and sometimes love hurts.
Love hurts. Sorry, I had to.
What's love got to do with it? Got to do with it.
Wrong song.
I'm glad there's a vase lying around.
Yeah.
No, they happen to be holding it.
Even better. What?
Yeah.
I guess Maria, or he gave Maria like flowers and then she put it in a vase and she was holding it when Zayn walked up. I don't know.
So McInnes is going to get 5 for the promo and 4 for the assault with a vase. That's technically a foreign object.
Yes. Yes, it is.
So that's 20, 24. That puts him at 27. And Maria's going to get another 5.
Ooh.
30. All right.
Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn is going to get 5 points.
Sami Zayn. Fuck off, Sammy. You traitor.
We then cut back to the Fashion Police. In the Walker Texas Ranger edition.
Yeah.
They
Starring
approach.
not really Chuck Norris. Yes, they did that.
Yep.
They have the lever.
The
Sadly,
lever?
no. He doesn't get that
Oh,
reference.
the Chuck Norris lever. Ah,
The,
no.
the Walker Texas Ranger
Ranger
lever.
lever.
Yeah, no, they didn't.
Oh,
I missed that gimmick.
That's a great
right?
gimmick. They should have. That would have been amazing. But they might have got sued by King 5 for that.
By who?
Actually, or is it? No, I guess he owns it now, doesn't it?
NBC owns it.
Does it, or does he own it since he's like no longer with them?
No, they went through a whole shtick when
Yeah.
he left that they owned every bit he'd ever done. That's why he can't
Yeah.
do any of his old bits
Oh,
anymore.
okay. So yeah, NBC owns it.
That's
then.
why when he moved to Who's a What's he had to completely come
why
up
he
with all
does-
new bits when he
yeah.
left.
So he does dumb shit like Clueless Gamer.
Yeah, basically.
Well, yeah, Closed Numbers kind of game, but at least it allows him to use gaming because he does like games, and he was on
No, he
ABS
doesn't.
before.
He said several times, he's like, I don't know anything about these things.
He may not know anything. That doesn't mean he doesn't like them.
He doesn't seem to.
Alrighty then.
I don't know. He liked them enough to get into one, so.
Apparently. Oh, by the way.
Yeah, I'm sure he asked for that.
Yeah, I'm sure.
As you were saying, Jim, by the way.
Yeah, by the way, hang on. Since we're discussing it, we happen to come up. Can we all just agree, real quick, that this is awesome?
If I knew what that was. Oh, is that her belt? They gave her a completely glowing costume now? Wow. Just no. Just no.
It's good. Look at the glow. Woo!
No.
That's a great entrance.
No.
Anyway.
No. The belt was
game.
enough.
Anyway, back to the program at hand. So the Texas Rangers attempt to lasso Zack Ryder, but they fail. Mojo Rawley comes over and asks what he just walked into. The Hype Bros argue over Mojo eliminating Ryder in the Battle Royal last week, but he tells Ryder to get his head back to reality and leave the fashion police alone.
Actually, that was kind of cool because Mojo Rawley's like, look, man, if we want to do something to you guys, we wouldn't do it behind your back. We'd do it to your face. And Zack Ryder turns around, oh, you wouldn't do it from behind, huh? You'd be kind of like what you did in the Battle Royal last week?
Yep.
Well, I was like, man, look, that was business, and I told you what was going to happen. Like, right.
Ryder says maybe Mojo is right. Maybe the fashion police should come back to reality, too. The Hype Bros leave, and Breezango realize that their toy horse has been stolen. Pondering how this could be, they, of course, immediately go to the most logical explanation. Ghost aliens. Cue fashion X-Files graphic.
Nice.
Which I assume is what they're going to be doing next week.
Probably.
So I assume we're going to see Breezy Scully.
Yeah.
Since he seems to be the female of the group.
Yeah.
Kind of hoping they transition that into the Men in Black and they put Tyler Breeze in blackface.
Wow.
Ooh, you hate him.
Wow.
I was wondering how far they're willing to go with this gimmick.
Yeah.
Tyler Breeze, we're coming for you.
Ooh. No, they already did that joke.
They did.
They wouldn't do that again.
Anyway, so promo points to those four dudes. Zack Ryder. 68. And Tyler Breeze.
What they need to do is they need to start transitioning into some of the like lawyery type stuff, like Law and Order and stuff like that, so they can start going more lawyer. And because WWE is trying to push the whole gaming thing with up, up, down, down and stuff like that, they need to do a Phoenix Wright bit.
That 20 people would understand.
Yeah,
It'd still be
pretty much.
hilarious.
It would be, I didn't say it wouldn't be great, but
For those 20 people, maybe.
yeah.
What the hell is Fandango? There we go. 280. All right.
It's not like any of the, under 15 crowd gets the Walker Texas Ranger bit.
That's true.
Valid point.
They're going to feel bad. Like, my problem is they're going to run out of shows at some point, and then they're going to be back to being jobbed out.
As I say, they need to transition into other types of dramas, like lawyer.
Even then, they'll still run out of stuff.
Oh, you'll never run out of stuff. You'll Murder, She Wrote, Matlock, Perry Mason.
Whoa, like, I don't know if they go back that far. They have limit. None of them have seen those shows. Hold
CSI, CSI Miami,
There you
CSI
go.
New York, CSI Las Vegas, NCIS, NCIS LA, and they will not run out of shows, dude. Fucking NBC and CBS don't run out of shows.
No, I think they did a long time ago. Hence why there's 4 different CSIs.
Admittedly, I do want them to see a CSI Miami bit just so one of them can walk up and just put the shades on and it goes, yeah! It'd be worth it for that.
No, they'll have Matt Hardy do it and it'll go, oh, yeah.
Yes, that'd be amazing.
I'm just waiting for Dragnet.
There you go. Oh yeah, if they have to, they can go like all James Bond and shit.
Facts, man.
They can dabble into movies. There you go. They won't run out of material. Naked Gun.
Just Tyler Breeze is the Bond girl.
Wow.
Naked Gun. They wouldn't do that. You don't see Leslie Nielsen on WWE. Damn it!
You know, I think they could do The Man from U.N.C.L.E. They have a lot of things they could do.
I want to see him do Get Smart.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Call Steve Carell.
He's too busy playing his own twin brother.
That's true. That's true. Well, technically that's not true. That's Gru and Drew, but you get the point.
There you go. Talking about running out of ideas.
Yeah.
Still better than the Minions movie.
True.
But still. Also still better than the Emoji Movie.
Also true.
Probably yes.
I had some hopes, but I don't think even Patrick Stewart as Poop can save that movie.
Yeah, no. Wait.
See, Breezango, this is what you do to us.
It's true.
Anyway, give the boy some points.
Been there, done that.
Okay, moving on.
Let's be honest. We all know that Breeze is just biding his time until Nikki Bella comes back.
If she comes back.
And our main event match is AJ Styles and John Cena versus Kevin Owens and Rusev.
It was a halfway decent match.
Which ends with a Rusev eats a phenomenal forearm, and Owens eats a Pele kick, and Cena follows the Pele kick with an AA on Owens for the win.
Mm-hmm.
So Owens did not have any moves in this match, because Kevin Owens sucks. So Kevin Owens is going to get 5 points for being here and 4 for being the main event, so 9 points to KO. 9. That'll be live 27.
Hmm.
And then we're going to need, let's see, Rusev was on the losing team. He had 4 moves, so that would be 9. And then the 4 is 13 points to Rusev.
Mm-hmm.
To make 28. And then on the winning team, AJ Styles is going to get 15 for being on the winning team. 5 for competing is 20. And 4 for being in the main event is 24. And 5 moves is 29 points to AJ.
AJ Styles.
534. And Cena is going to get 20 for winning, 5 for competing is 25. An additional 9 for being in and winning the main event is 34. And Cena had 10 move points, is 44 points to John Cena. And that's 59 points to John Cena. Thus endeth SmackDown. Whoop, that's the wrong button.
Suck.
You suck.
You suck.
Okay, then.
What's the consensus? The league thinks Jim sucks.
I was just going with the music. That's what it made me think of.
Fair enough. Anyway, points.
Yes, quite. Let's jump over here.
Points, boss.
Refreshing, still in the lead. Team Extreme at 74-73, followed by Certified Balor Club at 66-88, followed by Apocalypse at 57-66. Okay.
How did I get that many points on SmackDown? Wow. That's kind of shocking.
I bet.
Thought I got less than that. That's interesting.
You did not.
Wow. Okay.
Well, considering you literally won every match on SmackDown.
I did? No, I didn't.
Jinder Mahal beat Ty Dillinger.
Yeah.
Okay, you didn't win the Xavier Woods beat Jay, but Tamina won the women's match,
Yeah.
and then AJ was half a winner of the main event.
Yeah. True. Fair enough.
And the 205 Live.
Did you give Cedric his points for SmackDown?
Oh, all right, fine.
You'll have to amend my points for the total.
Shut up. I don't give a crap. Anyway.
205 Live.
That's what I'm trying to do. So we open up with Titus O'Neil giving Tozawa a pep talk via speakerphone. He starts telling about Titus Worldwide's negotiations for a rematch against Neville when Arya Daivari walks in. He hangs up on Titus, then gives Tozawa a lecture on the history of Iranian wrestling.
Okay.
He says the greats of Iran would never resort to low blows like Akira did on Raw, and questions his honor. Tozawa says to never question his honor. And Arya says they're next.
So Akira Tozawa is a Shimada now?
Apparently.
With every victory comes honor. When with honor, redemption.
Yeah. And then the opening match is, in fact, Akira Tozawa versus Arya Daivari, which Tozawa wins when Neville attacks and destroys Tozawa before he can attempt his top rope senton maneuver, whipping him into the barricade, kicking his elbow, and then locking him in the rings of Saturn and refusing to release the hold.
Okay, then.
So Arya Daivari wins, is the loser of that match by unintentional DQ, which means he basically just gets his 5 points for showing up. 12. And then Tozawa, an unintentional DQ loss, or unintentional DQ win, rather, gets him no extra points, so he'll just get 5 for competing. So 5 to Tozawa.
And then Neville gets fuck you Tozawa points.
Yep. 13. Neville gets an assault and a finisher. So 5 to Neville.
Yay.
590.
Neville.
After this, we cut to a flashback to Drew Gulak losing to Mustafa Ali last week after he attempts a maneuver from the top rope and fails. Gulak hosts a press conference on the Tron explaining that he was climbing to get a much better view of the match, and he gave into a moment of weakness. That allowed Ali to tie their series at 2-2. So next week, he's officially challenging Mustafa Ali to a feud-ending 2 out of 3 falls match to determine whether the future of 205 Live will be Drew's ground-based, family-friendly wrestling or Ali's high-flying showboating.
Trying to get a better view.
Yes.
Yeah.
Trying to get a better view, and I accidentally shooting star pressed. Yeah, okay.
Gulak gets a promo.
See, that makes a lot more sense coming from someone like Evan Bourne, who's constantly high off his ass. And that is true.
I miss him.
He's more high than Jeff Hardy ever was.
Really?
Yeah, he's a druggie. He's fucking high as hell.
Okay then.
Yeah, I heard this, or like watch / well, I don't think it was video, it's just audio, but I heard this interview with him, and as everyone in the comments pointed out, yeah, dude is on something. And during this interview, he's high as a fucking kite.
Fair enough. But you
that's why he left WWE, because he failed the wellness policy because he was high as a kite.
fair enough. But I'm sorry. You can talk all you want. You are never higher than Jeff Hardy has ever been.
I don't know. At least when Jeff Hardy was high, he was still coherent. Like, at least speaking wise. He was never like incoherent speaking. He might have been like shit in the ring, but he could still talk. Bourne was was obviously on something.
Yeah, but
making no goddamn sense.
I just said, tell that to Sting in a pay-per-view main event.
Yeah, that was really fucking awful.
Okay, fair enough.
Like, he was barely conscious.
Yeah,
fair
that
enough.
was coherent.
Oh,
fair
that
enough.
was really bad.
I haven't seen that one, so.
Oh yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, they're all chanting bullshit or something.
Anyway, we have a video package focused on Rich Swann trying to motivate heel TJP to be babyface TJ Perkins again. And we see their main event from last week, won by Swann and sealed with a reluctant handshake. Next up, Rich Swann is going to take on local talent, a Mario Connors.
So are you going to give points to Swann and TJP for promo?
No, it was a video package. It wasn't an actual promo. It was just old footage.
Okay.
Before Swann's match, however, Perkins' music hits, and he comes down and sits at the commentary desk to scout this match.
Okay.
So, commentary points to Perkins.
TJP.
No, TJ Perkins.
I'd be fine if he keeps the name as TJP, but...
And Rich Swann defeats Mario Connors via a Phoenix Splash and a surprisingly hard-fought match.
And no interference from TJP, huh?
No. So that is... Rich Swann gets 20 for winning, 5 for competing is 25, and 1 for the Phoenix Splash is 26.
Okay, then.
7... What's it been? 317. Following this, TJ grabs a microphone and asking if Rich Swann is happy with his performance, saying that he expected more from someone who was able to beat him last week, stating that if he wrestled this guy, he'd beat him in half the time, which gives Perkins an idea. He's going to give Connors a second chance against the first ever Cruiserweight champion. Mario agrees, so TJP gets the production truck to put Swann's time on the line for an impromptu beat-the-clock challenge.
Okay.
Saying he can beat Connors way quicker than Rich's 3 minutes, 49 seconds. Promo to TJP real quick. All right. And TJP beats Mario Connors in 28 seconds with a disaster kick.
Okay, then.
After he kicked Connors' knee out at the bell and still almost got rolled up on a knee bar attempt. TJP then dabs on Rich and the world.
And then.
So TJP will get 26 points as well. Which is 60, puts him at 380.
So what is that, victory and move?
Victory and the disaster kick, yep.
And then I guess Connors isn't on the list, huh?
Yeah, so he wouldn't get the escape points. Sucks to be you, local talent. Moving along. The Brian Kendrick comes out in his British gentleman cosplay. He says Jack Gallagher isn't unconventional. He's a clown, a third-rate William Regal. Kendrick had to work hard to get where he is, to reinvest himself to get back to WWE. Gallagher hasn't had to put in hard work because we like to laugh at the clown. Jack's music hits and he cuts him off, saying he couldn't listen to Kendrick question his work ethic, saying he's been fighting since he was 16, but he wants to congratulate Brian on his second chance, seeing as he squandered the first one being a passive-aggressive git.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Gallagher's growing some balls, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. No. Gallagher will have grown balls when he throws a line at Kendrick to the effect of, at least my partner didn't try to blow up the boss.
Yes.
Wow.
And Paul London smiles.
Yeah, or at least I never got fired for being high as a kite.
Or that.
Yes, another superstar that was high as a kite originally.
Yeah.
Wow, the wrestling business has a lot of drug addicts.
Mm-hmm. Anyway. So Jack says he's willing to be unconventional and fight for everyone in the WWE universe who wants to be a little different. And if Kendrick wants to question Gallagher again, they're going to fight. And then they do. Jack manages to get the better of Brian Kendrick via a headbutt that sent him to the floor, but Kendrick grabs Gallagher's umbrella and beats him with it until referees break it up.
Damn it. Fuck you, Kendrick. You need to get me some victories. What the fuck?
Sorry, it's a promo. And that assault.
I thought it was a match.
No, not even close.
Oh, well, in that case, don't fuck you, Kendrick. Good work. You won the fight.
He did. So anyway, Brian Kendrick is going to get 5 for the promo, 4 for the assault, then 3 for the weapon use. That's going to be 12. It's going to be 135 for him. Jack Gallagher is going to get promo as well. And plus an assault for the headbutt and a move. So that's going to be 5, 9, it's 10 points to, the headbutt.
Oh, yeah. Keep forgetting that's a signature.
Gallagher. Yes, that headbutt is a signature.
Yes.
All right. Following this, Mustafa Ali has accepted Gulak's challenge, so next week's main event is set. Ali versus Gulak in a 2 out of 3 falls match.
So promo to Ali for accepting the match?
Just as he accepted. I don't know if he announced it or if the commentators did, but we'll throw him some points. What the hell? I'll throw a mini. How about that, since we don't know?
Okay. Sure, that's fair.
Where the hell is he? There we go. And then we have a special treat because we get a recap video of the Dar Fox romance and their long-standing feud with Cedric Alexander. And we go to our main event, which is Cedric Alexander versus Noam Dar in an I Quit match.
Am I the only one who thinks Marie and Mike Kanellis need to do a quick face turn and show up on 205 Live and be like, we're sick. We're all about love, but even we're sick of this bullshit?
Oh, no. This bullshit is over.
Okay.
Cedric beats Noam Dar in the I Quit match after he puts Noam Dar's hand in a chair and stomps on it repeatedly until he quits.
Yeah. That'll do it.
Wow. Okay, then. He really wanted this bullshit to end.
So,
Wow.
Cedric Alexander wins with weapon use.
Lots of weapon use.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I assume lots of faux tears from Alicia Fox.
Presumably. So, yes, but not for the reason you think. So let's start off with Noam Dar loses this match. So Noam Dar is going to get 5 for competing, 4 for being in the main event, and 3 for being in a specialty match. It's 12 points to Noam Dar,
who no longer has a career.
39. Puts him at 241. And then Cedric Alexander wins this match, so that's 20 points for winning the match, 10 for winning a specialty match, 9 for being in and winning the main event is 39.
Weapon
3
use.
for 3 for being in a specialty match is 42. 3 for weapon use is 45.
Moves.
And moves, we don't know if he had any because we don't have any
Okay.
details. So
Fair enough.
45 points to Cedric. In either case.
Yes.
So that's 81, and then 91, 01, 11, puts him at 221.
I assume that was like a really short ass match then.
Well, like I said, this is the base level recap that doesn't have a lot of details.
Mhm.
Because the other guy hasn't been doing 205 recaps recently for whatever reason.
Okay.
So I have base level information for 205. So there may be some move points being squandered here and there.
Mhm. That's fine.
After the match, Noam Dar, presumably with his other hand, grabs a microphone and says that he's tired of all this crap. He quits. Not only quits feuding with Cedric, he quits Alicia Fox. He asks, Alicia, did you really think I was into you? Because if you did, you're as stupid as you look, dear. I'm the youngest superstar on the Raw roster. Did you really think I didn't have a woman in every city? I used you to get noticed in WWE, and now I'm done with you.
Okay then.
Alicia breaks down in tears as Noam tells her she means nothing to him and leaves.
Okay then.
Alicia got accompaniment on that main event, by the way. And Noam Dar gets a promo to end the program.
I think Alicia Fox should get mini promo for selling it.
You don't have her, so sure. And thus endeth the week in wrestling. Let us checketh the scores.
And Alicia Fox goes back to being retired.
Semi.
Yeah.
Because WWE's done with her, just like Noam Dar.
All right. In the lead at 75-74 is Team Extreme.
Mm-hmm. Wait, how does that make any sense? I went down in points?
What the hell happened?
That can't be right. You fucked something up. How did I go down in points?
What the shit happened?
You fucked me over. That's what happened. Wait,
Hang on.
we all went down in points? What the shit?
Did you refresh it?
Oh, no, you went up in points.
Hang on. Go back.
Yeah, you went up in points. Let me see John's points. Yeah, he went up in points. How come I'm the only one that went down in points? What did you do?
Hang on. I didn't do anything. I scored the program.
Well, you may have to go back, undo everything you just did, and rescore the entire program again. Because I'm not going to accept that I went down in points. Fuck you.
What did you have before?
According to what he wrote, 75-78, unless Jim wrote it down wrong.
I mean, it's possible. I don't know.
Well, the only way to find out is if you go back. So now it would have been the first one, right?
Yeah, all right, so here we go. So 74-78, that's where we were. That's accurate.
Wait, go back. Okay, scroll over. Yeah, this should be. Oh, see, you have 75-73 for me. So what the hell happened?
6688.
Yeah, apparently you wrote my points down wrong. I don't know.
That's what it looks like, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Congratulations. You have to rescore the entire show now.
No, I don't.
You can't move forward. You just did another action. Told you. You have to rescore the entire show now. Good job. What you should have done was click go forward and then type it in at the end. But since you typed it in first, now you have to rescore the whole show.
Yeah.
I will sit here patiently while you rescore the whole show.
Yeah.
It's not going to work. Rescore the whole show.
Well, he already has the points. Just put the points in.
But he doesn't have them memorized. He did it all on the fly. All he has are the moves. He literally has to rescore the whole show.
He can just get it from the video.
Did you just negate everything we did this entire video so we have to do the whole video over again, Jim?
I've been saving periodically, dumb shit.
No.
I'm going to check and see if I can get to this point and then go forward from there with the scoring of the 205, but apparently I cannot. Yeah, 74-70. Yeah, it was supposed to be 74-78, not 75-78. That's what happened. It was one number off. That's what screwed you up.
So again, I will wait patiently while you rescore the entire show.
It's only 205. It's not like it's a long fucking show.
True. So John, how was your day? Somebody's got to entertain the crowd out here while Jim is typing away.
No, you entertain him. You're the one that was like, I'll sit here patiently. Fuck you, you do it. I'm not going to be complicit in the shit.
Well, you don't want him to rescore the show?
He could just look at the fucking video again.
Yeah, he could. If Jim's okay with just ending the show now without actually finishing the show, I'm fine with that. Because I know Jim likes to actually end it a specific way of, let's look at the final points. Let's look at the final leaderboards, blah, blah, blah.
Give me a second. Calm yourself. We'll take care of this.
But yeah, I am looking forward to 2K18. Hopefully they'll do a demo of it so I can get a little hands-on time, see how the gameplay is before it comes out. Because they did a demo for last year, right? For 2K17, where you only got to pick between like 4 superstars or something like that.
Maybe, I don't remember.
Do you have your Metroid 2 pre-order, John?
I'm hoping that Amazon will put up the special one.
Oh, the one with the soundtrack?
Yeah.
They don't have that up?
No.
Huh.
Because I think I want that one.
I know you want that one, given who wrote the music for this one. That's why I want that one. Because he literally basically rewrote a little bit the music from Super Metroid. And it's like, yes, please, that was the best Metroid music.
Yeah, it was.
Because literally Metroid 2, when they showed the gameplay, when Samus goes down into Norfair, it's literally the Norfair theme right out of Super Metroid. I'm like, oh. Like, sold. Give me the soundtrack. Oh, currently unavailable.
Yeah, I don't think it's gone up yet. At least as far as I've seen. Like
No.
Best Buy had it up. I don't know about GameStop, but Amazon didn't.
The disc looks cool. It has the Samus, the Screw Attack
Yeah,
logo on it. Done. I want that. Well, then I want Spider-Man.
That looks oddly entertaining.
That looks amazing. Aside from the fact that I kind of hate quick time events, I still kind of want to play that game.
Also, you can't kill anyone, and I'm like, oh,
Spider-Man.
yeah. Kind of his backstory involves somebody dying.
This is true.
Also, he kicks him off a skyscraper and then webs him. Like that worked out last time, so you know.
Right?
It's like the Batman games. We know they're dead, but you can the developers are pretend. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
Batman's like, I punched a guy and threw him into the water and he's unconscious. Ha ha ha. Have fun swimming. Batman, dude, he's dead. He's drowned. Nope, I don't kill anybody. Walks away.
It's like the Independent of Justice. So no killing, but you're okay with massive brain trauma.
That was awesome. That was like the best part of that game.
It was. Also, Spider-Man doesn't kill anybody. Did you see Homecoming?
Nope.
Although Batman doesn't kill anyone, have you seen Batman Begins?
Jeff, did you see Homecoming?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I was texting you, remember?
Instant kill mode activated.
Yes. I was like, what the shit? We don't want to spoil stuff for John because he's going to see it.
He was live texting it.
So it's 20, 30, 39.
My favorite of all the modes still what I call Batman mode.
Where are they telling the weapons deal?
Pretty much. It's interrogation mode, and it deepens his voice so he sounds like Christian Bale. I'm like, damn. Where are the other trucks going? Dude, why is your voice different? What do you mean my voice is different? Like, wow, they gave him a Christian Bale Batman mode. Okay, then.
40, 41, 42.
Spoilers for Symbiote Spider-Man?
And moves.
Because I can see that being Symbiote Spider-Man voice.
44.
So you gonna get the new Metroid Amiibos, John?
Oh yeah. Yeah, my buddy hasn't pre-ordered it Best Buy for me. So I get that 20%.
Squishy.
I would have gotten it anyway, but then it's like, oh shit, it's squishy too.
Yeah. Right?
Because if I ever saw the
So as I was saying,
oh, go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna release it as a 2-pack.
Yeah, that's the only way it is.
Okay. And of course you can't pre-order it, so what the fuck?
In the lead,
not anymore.
Yeah. Anyway, in the lead, 75-74, Team Extreme, followed at 67-08 by Certified Balor Club, and 58-22 for Team Apocalypse. Let's check the leaderboard. Still in the lead is a Cruiserweight champion, Neville. Neville at 590. Followed by the U.S. champion, AJ Styles at 534. followed by the new face of America, Kevin Owens, at 527. Followed by the Intercontinental Champion, The Miz, at 517. The WWE Champion, Jinder Mahal, at 508. The Raw Women's Champion, Alexa Bliss, at 499. Samoa Joe at 448. Finn Balor at 446. One half of the Raw Tag Team Champion, Cesaro, at 445. And Seth freaking Rollins still holding on to the 10th slot at 439.
Fair enough.
This has been the Fantasy Log. Tune in next week when we'll have our usual stuff and a preview look at WWE Battleground. Thank you, too, for joining me.
That's right.
You're welcome.
Peace, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.